decisive on the free safety. But, Jerry, the real strength of this team has been the very active linebackers. Devin Lafayette at Spear, first-team All-Sun Belt Conference. Middle linebacker Stephen Cadledge, and that weak side linebacker Jordan Stringer, it seems, has been tackling opposing ball carriers for a half century. He's critical tonight.
It's J-Rock's final game as a Trojan, so you know he's going to be amped up. And against this Jack State ground attack, I think there's a chance for him to have a big game. Troy's certainly going to need him. And Jordan is the guy that sets the tone. So look for him to come out and set the pace, be very physical, be vocal, and lead that charge to stop or slow down this Jack State running attack.
How good has Jordan Stringer been for the Trojans? He is one of only 8 players in FBS with 100 tackles or more this year and 11 tackles for loss. Now for Jacksonville State under head coach Charles Kelly. Out of Ozark, Alabama, JSU is 8-5, second-place finishers in Conference USA. The quarterback is Caden Creel out of Fairhope. He can throw it okay, but boy, he can really run it. He's a 1,000-yard rusher for Jacksonville State at quarterback, but even his numbers pale in comparison, Chris, to the nation's leading rusher. We're going to, I think, call the name a lot tonight of running back Cam Cook.
Yeah, Cam Cook is their go-to guy offensively. He sets the tone for this offense. As he goes, the Jack State offense goes, we're not going to shut him down, but we got to make sure we contain him and make sure we keep him, Jerry. If he's going to get yards, he's got to grind it out and don't get him in chunks.
They're going to run it until Troy proves that they can stop the run, and then they'll think about passing it. They've got some capable receivers, no real big play guys. Caleb Coombs is their leading receiver. Also starting is Brock Rexniner, DeAndre Johnson, and the tight end is Pearson Baldwin. They lose right tackle Reggie Jackson to the transfer portal. Yeah, I know. Instead, it'll be Nate Smith at right tackle. The guards are going to be sophomore Bubba Grayson and Cameron Griffin. The center is Louis Mochkowski, and the left tackle is Lance Johnson for Jacksonville State. On defense for the Gamecocks, as has been pointed out, they thrive on takeaways, and that's what they're going to try to do here. The outside linebacker, really their bandit, is Isaac Walker. The nose guard is a big guy, Talon Carter. The defensive tackle, Curtis Perry, a man from here in Montgomery. It's the defensive end who's only really started playing football just a little while ago. That could be a real problem, Chris. Number 99, Emmanuel Oyabarajo.
I just picked his number. I'm glad you had to say the name. 6'7", 295, and he has a disruptive force on that Gamecock defensive front. You're going to have to make sure we know where number 99 is throughout this night.
He is out of Manchester, England, a redshirt junior. The linebackers are Max Sanders and Walker Osteen for Jack State. The nickel is Malcolm Jones. Tyron Taylor is one cornerback. The other cornerback is Traquan Fagans, who played for Charles Kelly when Coach Kelly was an assistant at the University of Alabama. He redshirted in 2022. The safeties are Trevor Woods, a senior out of Katy, Texas, and another guy Chris is familiar with, strong safety Caleb Nix, whose brother Bo is an NFL quarterback. He's a redshirt junior out of Phoenix City, Alabama, and a transfer from Clemson. He has a team-high 4 interceptions so far this year, playing in his final game of his 4th year in college. Our refereeing crew, Rich Edwards is our referee. The umpire is Leonard Longhorn. Kyle Harbor is the center judge. The head line judge is Brianna Witherspoon. Samuel Mattaway is the line judge. The side judge, that's Jeff Passold. Cleophas Miller, watch out for those Millers. He's the field judge. The back judge is Kurt Dingman. And our replay official is Keith Zerbel. Jacksonville State has made their way to the home side, the near sidelines, dressed in that vibrant red with the white numbers and piping and the white trousers. Troy's in the all whites with the script Troy on the white helmets, white jerseys, white pants, and of course the Cardinal numbers. For Jacksonville State, Michael Petway is one of the captains, along with Pearson Baldwin, the tight end. Gavin Wimsat is a reserve quarterback and a captain, and Trevor Woods. For the Trojans, Goose Crowder, Eli Russ, Lewis Medina, Jordan Stringer, and Devin Lafayette. Waiting now for the ESPN cameras to spotlight this matchup here in Montgomery between Troy and Jacksonville State. We've given you the refereeing crew. It is cold night. Battening down the hatches and getting ready. Well, we have a chance. Let's pause here 10 seconds for station identification on the Troy Sports Media Network.
This is Troy head football coach Jared Parker, and you're listening to WTXK Montgomery, ESPN The Ticket.
Yourselves.
Barry McKnight, Jerry Miller, Bob Templin in the booth, spotter Scott Hageman. Chris Blackshear is at the middle of the field for the opening coin toss.
Gentlemen, congratulations on an excellent season, and welcome to the 2025 IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl. Our officiating crew is representing the Mid-American Conference today. Speaking captains, if you can step forward. Leonard Longhorn will be your umpire. My name is Rich Edwards. I will be your referee. Our coin here, the helmet will be heads. The opposite side does say tails. Troy, you are the designated visiting team on the scoreboard. You will call the toss. What is your call?
Heads.
Heads is the call.
That's Jordan Stringer.
Mr. Nelson, can you do the honors for us? It is tails. You won the toss. Jacksonville State has won the toss.
Jacksonville State has
and
won the
deferred
coin
their
toss,
option to
gentlemen,
second half.
and they have deferred. Our offense Jerry's going to be up, and a couple things away from that. I love the MAC coins here. On the heads was a helmet for heads. On the tails side, it said tails. Kind of hard to goof up that coin toss on that one. Still didn't help us. We won. We lost the coin toss, but a chance to set the tone early, Jelly Miller with our offense.
Yeah, how many of those 8 wins that we have did we lose the coin toss? Not fearful of that.
Yep.
And I think the offense can take the challenge. Everybody's so concerned about the offense, and well, we should be. But it's an opportunity for Coach Reagan's squad to go out and show they don't care how many obstacles they have to overcome. They came to win the ball game.
Our coverage of the postseason presented by the city of Troy. Also brought to you by C Spire. You want the best of the best on your roster? Time to call in C Spire. Advanced technology solutions for homes and businesses built to make your life faster, smarter, and easier. There's more to see at cspire.com. C Spire, customer inspired. Jacksonville State moving on to the field. The Trojans taking a few more moments to collect themselves before getting ready to play in the 2025 IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl at the Crampton Bowl in Montgomery. It's Troy versus Jack State. And here with a final thought before kickoff is Jerry Miller.
Whoop, Jacks State.
All right. Does it for me, Chris. What about you?
That was more than one word, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Final word, but I like it. Hey, let's go with it right there. And again, I think early on here, we're going to see just where the tone is. And one thing we need to keep our eye on, we're going to be going towards the multiplex, the ones that are familiar with the Crampton Bowl. So the end we're going to go in, the Jack State band is stretched from the goal line to the 30-yard line in the lower field level. So we're inside this 30-yard line traveling this way or going in to score. It will be problematic.
Jacksonville State is the home team. The Troy Sound of the South marching band tucked into a corner on the visitors' side near the Sportplex as well. Garrison Ripa, left footer, about to kick it away, and we have begun. Right to left, a high short kick. Epps will collect at his 2-yard line for the Trojans. Gets to the 10, cuts up to the 25, to the 30. He's still on his feet. The ball is pushed across the 30, and I'm going to say it's dead right at the 30-yard line, where the Troy Trojans will take over 1st and 10 behind junior quarterback Goose Crowder.
Good job by the 4-3-1 there. Found a little crease, put on the jets, pushes it out to the 30-yard line.
See, Jerry, it's catchy, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
it is.
catchy.
I like it.
1st and 10 Trojans at the 30-yard line. Crowder this year completing passes at 59%. 11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. The running back is Jordan Lovett at the 30-yard line. The center, is Tyler Cappy. Quick toss to the near side. That is off the mark. It sailed a little bit from Trey Taylor at the 35-yard line in front of Tyron Taylor, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think that's where they think they can do some good. That throw was a little bit low for Taylor to pick it up, but they think they can complete some passes and get some chunks to the boundary. Didn't complete that one, but I think we'll see more effort there all night long.
Tight end to the left side with Trajan Townsend. Over on the right tackle is Patrick Screws, and a quick penalty flag.
Illegal substitution. Offense, 12 players in the huddle. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
So on an incompletion, second down. But now they'll mark him back 5 yards to the 25, where it'll be second down and 15. Just underway here. Trojans will send 3 receivers to Crowder's right. That's Connor, that's Epps, and that's Ra Thomas. Quick toss, a slip screen to Ra. He's hit immediately and will go down. A couple of yards to the 27-yard line. Came back into the field. And not much for Ra. Third down and long for Troy.
We'll see how Jacksonville State's defense plays it right here. Do they bring extra pressure? Do they drop 8 men back in coverage? We'll see how they play it here.
5 DBs, nothing different there. From the 27-yard line, third and long for Troy on the opening drive. Handoff goes to Lovett up the middle. He gets good yardage to the 35-yard line, but well short. It's an 8-yard pickup for Lovett. The linebacker Walker Osteen makes the stop, and Troy will call upon Evan Crenshaw to kick it away.
Well, the penalty really hurt there. Gets you behind schedule on second down. Troy going to have to punt it away on the first possession.
Caleb Nix deep for Jack State at his 20. Evan Crenshaw, a finalist for the Ray Guy Award, which was awarded last week, will kick it away for the Trojans. Crenshaw gets away a low floater and will take a nosedive at the 30-yard line into the 29-yard line. That was about a 36-yard punt. And Jacksonville State will have it after a quick 3 and out. Their defense turns in against the Trojans. No score here. 10-13-22 here in the first quarter. JSU officially, they'll mark it. And Troy downed it at the 29-yard line, first and 10. Quarterback is Caden Creel out of Fairhope, a redshirt sophomore, 6 feet tall, 200 pounds. An okay passer, a great runner, and the running back with him, it's not Cam Cook. Instead, up the middle for a couple of yards, maybe 3 to the 32-yard line. We'll check. That'll be Christian Lando. No Cam Cook. Julian Peterson makes the stop. It's a gain of 3, second and 7.
Well, we'll see how this plays. I'd heard some rumors that Cook might have opted out, but certainly nothing to substantiate that. We'll have to see if that's in fact the case or not.
Lando is a redshirt freshman. He's from Cartersville, Georgia. No Cam Cook would be a huge factor. Now Creel wants to throw, steps up under some pressure. Now he'll tuck it under and run, and the Trojans will crumple him at the 36-yard line. That's where Caden Creel's most dangerous. He scrambles for 4. Jordan Stringer is there to bottle him up, and a big third down coming up from the 37-yard line. Call it 3rd and 2.
Well, that would be a huge storyline if Cook does not go.
Call it the 36-yard line, 3rd and 3 for Jack State. Again, the running back is Lando. No Cam Cook, who led the nation in running. Toss option pass to the right side. Lando will get the first down, lowering his head at the 40 and pushing ahead to the 42-yard line. Gain of 6 and a movement of the chains. Jaquez White stops him for the Trojans.
That's a well-executed option play. You have to respect Creel's ability to run. And so they committed to him, and then he pitched it.
They move quickly. Lando bursts into the second level, takes a big hit at the 45-yard line, and goes down. Play made by David Daniel Sisavon after a pickup of 3. No score. 11:38 here in the first quarter of play. Jacksonville State picks up a first down and trying to keep the tempo high. Gain to the 45-yard line. 2nd and 7. Long count by Creel. Straight drop. Time. Throws in rhythm over the middle. That's a catch. And a first down across into the logo. Counted as a first down catch to DeAndre Johnson. Lafayette made the stop at the 46-yard line. Pickup of 9 and another first down for Jack State. A couple of first downs here after Troy's 3 and out. Creel will throw. That's a completion. 41-yard line. Cutting into the middle of the field and getting another first down. Big chunk play there for Jacksonville State.
And they're going no huddle, keeping the same grouping on the field. They haven't substituted yet on this drive.
That gain is to the 28-yard line. That's 18 yards. And here comes Jack State, another first down, and they are rolling. Hand off here, Christian Lando, left side rather, angles to the 26-yard line, gain of a couple. Christian Lando ran for 156 yards this year. Cam Cook ran for 1,743.
For an injured player on the defense.
Man is down for the Trojans. We take a look, and that might be Elijah Davis, who is down and may require assistance. 10-19 here in the first quarter. And it's no score, but Jacksonville State working on a 7-play drive right now, 46 yards to this point.
One of the things has been their tempo in this one, Barry. They had just made their first substitutions before Troy had an injured player to be attended to, who they are still attending to. But you can see part of their game plan is to make sure, Chris, that we don't have a chance to make some substitutions, because that was their first one of the night.
Yeah, it absolutely was too there, and they're using the little quick speed, and they're trying to just almost exactly, Jerry, what we said we want to do offensively.
Yeah.
Attack short, try and get a little short passing game. And Dylan Gentry, that's out there, number 5, he's from Central Phoenix City. He's an Auburn transfer. He walked on at Auburn, and he's found a way to get on the field here at Jacksonville State. And I'm telling you, gentlemen, I've seen him in his high school career. He's a dynamic player. You put him out there with some of this length, we're going to have to stay at home, because Jacksonville State has some dangerous receivers as well.
He had the 18-yard catch that got him down into the 30. Now it's at the 26-yard line on 2nd down and 6. Creel throws to the right side. High catch. Petway reels it in out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Knocked out of there by Colino Levine. It's a gain of 3 on the play to Michael Petway. On a high throw to the right numbers by Creel. Big third down coming up. 3rd down 5, JSU. Creel with an empty backfield. Loads of time. Now he'll roll left, and he'll throw to the end zone. Man, wide open touchdown. That's Brock Recksteiner, and there was nobody around defensively for Troy. That is quite the start for Jack State.
Well, that was a total bust there. He was absolutely wide open. Somebody left him. We didn't. We were back in cover there, and absolutely no pressure on Creel. He had all day, and finds a wide open receiver.
Not only was it open, gentlemen, he was open from the snap. I mean, he was standing there, time for them to roll to the right, roll back to the left, and throw to him. We never found him.
Brock Recksteiner, redshirt senior out of Woodstock, Georgia, a 23-yard touchdown catch. The extra point is up and good by Garrison Ripa. Jacksonville State is off and running. 9:41 in the first quarter. Jack State takes a lead, 7-0 over the Trojans. The drive for JSU, 9 plays, 71 yards in 3 minutes and 41 seconds. Recksteiner with his 5th touchdown catch of the year, and JSU is off to the start that they wanted to get off to.
Well, they did it without Cam Cook. We don't know the story there, but he was not in on a single play, but they were still able to run the ball effectively. And Creel, who had lots of time, was able to throw effectively. Ultimately, they give up the touchdown on a bust somewhere, but now Troy's got to play uphill on a night when there's already question marks about your offense.
Creel 4 for 4 throwing the ball on the drive for 52 yards and the touchdown. 7-0 lead for Jack State. Ripa will kick it away. Jack State on that drive picked up 4 first downs. Ripa, this one goes high and short, fielded at the 23-yard line by an up man for the Trojans, banging in across the 30 to the 35-yard line. Is the up man for Troy, I think, Yeah, for the Trojans, that is green. And the Trojans have good field position on a high short kick by Garrison Ripa. 9:33 in the first, already 7-0 JSU. Without much difficulty, Troy will begin this drive on their own 34-yard line.
Jason Jones sends us a text and said the word he is getting is that Cook has an injury. He's on the sideline, but not expected to play.
Pitch ahead on first down goes to DJ Epps. He's moving laterally, cannot turn his shoulders, and he'll get spilled right at the line of scrimmage on the right side by the linebacker, Max Sanders, for no gain. It'll count as a completion on a pop pass ahead to Epps going from left to right, and JSU handled it well. Now 2nd and 10. 7-0 Jack State. Trojans trying to get their feet under them offensively. The running back is Lovett. Jackson Worley in the backfield as well to tight end. Crowder wants to throw. Now he'll take it himself to the left side, through to the 45-yard line, and a first down. Give him the 47, a gain of 13, Jerry.
Goose said so much for that. You think I can't run. That's just a quick quarterback draw right up the middle. And Troy gets the initial first down.
Caleb Nix comes up from safety to put a good bit of contact on Crowder.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing, though. He gets up limping really bad. Tucker Gilcrease is in the game on this snap.
Gilcrease, the junior out of Brantley, Alabama. After a first down run by Crowder, Gilcrease hands it away to Lovett, and he won't get any forward progress at all. That's no gain. Quay Hood, the defensive tackle, stops him for the Gamecocks. 2nd down. We'll continue to monitor the status of Goose Crowder. Took a pop from Caleb Nix on the first down run, and they're going to look at him. Gilcrease this year has played in 10 games. 59% completion percentage. 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. A pass to the middle, and it's knocked away. On a play-action pace, he tried to throw underneath to the running back. Curtis Perry, a hometown kid from Montgomery, is able to slap it away. And it's 3rd down.
And they do a lot of that. They get after a lot of balls and swat them around. And you saw Tucker there try to kind of throw underneath, but they were still able to swat it down.
And right now, just so you know, the update on Tucker is, Goose, it just goes back. It's that ankle that he hurt at JMU. Yep. It's just he twisted again down here on that run play.
7:38 in the first quarter. 7-0 Jack State. Troy in a possession, down 3rd and 10 at their own 48-yard line. Gilcrease wants to throw, left side catch. That's Connor fighting to get out of the grasp of a couple of Gamecock defenders at the 47-yard line. Can't do it. It's a pickup of 5. Mark Woods led the charge from safety for Jack State, and Troy has got now a 4th and 5 from around midfield.
And the offense still on the field.
Why not? So far this year, Troy on 4th down, 16 of 33. Tucker Gilcrease will look at a 6-man, check it, a 5-man front now. And he wants to throw. Here comes 6. He's in big trouble. He will have to throw it downfield, and it's intercepted but out of bounds. Boy, they sent the safety or the linebacker on a blitz. Mark Woods caught the ball on the desperation heave by Gilcrease, but it was out of bounds. They give it over on downs. All JSU early, 6:49 in the first with timeout on the field. Jacksonville State 7 and the Trojans nothing on the Troy Sports Media Network.
The Vance Law Firm is proud to be the official injury lawyers for Troy Athletics. If you or anyone you know has been injured in an accident, just dial 333-3333. There's only one official injury lawyer for Troy Athletics. So if you need help with your car wreck, motorcycle, or big truck wreck, call the Vance Law Firm at 333-3333. The official injury lawyers for Troy Athletics.
Leadership, dedication, hard work,
excellence. Words used to describe a winning team. When it comes to your health and well-being, the winning team at Troy Regional is here to provide the safest and highest quality of care. With winning teams providing emergency treatment, primary care, and special services. We want to make a difference in the lives of people who entrust their care to us. Continuing the rich tradition of delivering quality health care. Troy Regional, health care close to home.
It's the 2025 IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl. Troy Jacksonville State. It's been the Gamecocks early. They scored on their initial drive. 6:49 to go in the first quarter play, and Jacksonville State leads it 7-0. Troy just turned it over on downs as we wait now for the TV commercial break to finish. Chris, got some work to do here. The status of Goose Crowder is going to be unknown for a little bit. They are attending to him, but we certainly are confident and know, and Troy has won a lot of games this year with Tucker Kilcrease under center. Going to have to find a way to if this game is his the rest of the way, find a way for him to direct this offense and get some points.
Yeah, and he, again, like we talked about in the pregame show too, he was preparing to be the starter in this game, so he's got a significant amount of snaps this week in practice, so he knows the game plan really well. But right now, again, that last play, Jack State just sent a safety, and we didn't pick him up, so that's just communication on the offensive line that we'll get adjusted over here. But I think very important right now, we cannot allow any more points, Jerry, in this drive right here. We can't fall behind by 2 scores early because all the momentum's on that Care home side.
Yeah, and you want to make sure with the struggles Troy has had on offense this year that it does not get too big of a deficit, because this offense lately has not been built to come from big deficits out there. Trojans will close out the year one way or the other tonight here at the bowl game. Troy is next going to play back at the Vet on September 5th, 2026 against the Sam Houston Bearcats. I'll give you all the ticket information about that, of course, later on. A lot between now, tonight, and September the 5th, but this Troy team would certainly love to go into that long offseason with the momentum a bowl win could bring them. Jack State starts this drive not only with a 7-0 lead, but the ball in good field position at their own 47-yard line after Jared Parker kind of shows his cards a little bit on what he's willing to do here and trying to get his team ready. Here's a handoff to the running back. Cuts in on the left side to the 49-yard line of Troy. That'll go Andrew Paul, a 220-pound Georgia transfer from Fort Worth. Daniel Sisavon makes the stop at the 49. That's a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd and 6, just barely in Trojan territory at the 49-yard line. Caleb Creel, the quarterback, fakes the end run. He takes it himself right side, bellies to the outside. Can't get through Kalino Levine, who beats a blocker and takes Creel's feet out from under him at the 47-yard line. Looked like it was destined for more, but it's only a 2-yard scramble for Keel and a big 3rd down coming. 3rd and 4. Line to gain is the Troy 43-yard line. A pair of running backs, one on either side. They'll change the play of the line. Troy with 4 men up front. Hand off running back. This is Paul, and he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He'll fall backwards into the 45-yard line. Gain of 2. It's a nice play by the senior Devin Lafayette, the Trojan Spear, out of Brunswick, Georgia. 4th and 2 now. Jacksonville State will bring the offense off. I thought they might go for it. Instead, here comes the punt team. That means Connor Donaghy, a freshman punter from Tyrone, Ireland, averaging 40 yards per kick.
That's a good job by the defense to make the gamble taken by Troy on the 4th down, not do any damage initially.
Peyton Higgins waits at his own 7-yard line for Troy. Donaghy with a rugby-style kick, gets away a nice one. It'll bounce at the 5-yard line. Got too much foot into it. It'll roll into the end zone. Trojans defense gets a stop. They'll have it 1st and 10 when we come back. 4:45 showing on the Crampton Bowl clock in the first quarter. Jack State 7 and the Trojans nothing. Now this local timeout on the Troy Sports Media Network.
It's football season, and like us, we know you're not going to miss any of it. Unlike some insurance providers, at Stark Agency, we never drop the ball. You can find us in the end zone with our 20-plus top-rated insurance companies to choose from. Assuring your home, auto, and life insurance is everything you expect and more. Stark Agency is an independent agency that tailors coverage to meet your specific insurance needs. With Stark Agency, you're bound to score a touchdown. So call us today at 334-263-5535 or visit our website at starkagency.com.
Has your AC system struggled heating and cooling all year? Call United. They service and repair all brands and offer financing and maintenance plans.
Have slow or clogged drains, a leaky faucet, or breakers that keep tripping? Team up with United for all your home's needs.
Call United. They are #1 in the River region for a reason.
Score a touchdown when you call United at 262-0247. Visit UnitedHeating.net and like us on Facebook. Go Trojans.
AL certification number 84560.
United for your comfort.
Jacksonville State has the lead here in the Salute to Veterans Bowl on the strength of a 23-yard touchdown pass from Caden Creel to Brock Recksteiner. Trojans haven't gotten untracked on offense, losing Goose Crowder on their second series. But getting the ball back here, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line, trailing it 7-0. Barry McKnight, Jerry Miller, Chris Blackshear, and the entire crew at Crampton Bowl. For it's going to be, hopefully, a climb back for the Trojans. It's only a one-score game. Nothing to panic about yet, Jerry. But, boy, this Troy offense needs to start getting in some sort of rhythm.
Got to find some rhythm, Chris. I think this is an important drive now. Tucker comes out, doesn't have to come in suddenly. He'll come out with an opportunity to kind of get his thoughts together. And I think Troy could benefit a little bit from what Jack State's doing. Maybe quicken the pace a little bit. Maybe make those defenders stay out on the field. We'll see how Troy plans it. Chris, you mentioned it. They had a game plan with Tucker all along, so no reason not to go out and execute.
Hey, you're right about it. But again, look, you like the way the defense answered. You know, they were over here with the challenge of get it fixed. They did, and we've seen that a lot this year. We make good corrections on the sideline, and you know, Dante's up top, so that helps. Again, he gets a good view of it. But again, guys, we've had pretty decent field position. This is the worst field position we've had out of our 3 possessions so far. Let's see what we can do here. Now, look, Tucker is going to come back out there on this series. Now, Goose is over here getting that ankle retape. They have not ruled him out. He's going to have the ability to come back in. But I think right now, again, they were already going to give them both a chance to see which one gave us the best option. But right now it's Tucker on this series here, and it's imperative, Jerry, we pick up a couple first downs and sustain drive.
I agree.
That makeshift offensive line with Screws and Henry and Cappy and Bell and Townsend. Jerry, it is almost down the line with the exception of Matt Henry, an entirely different offensive line than the Trojans started this season from. So much of it is communication, Jerry, and there's been a breakdown or two in communicating the fronts and the blitzes to this point. Now they've got a couple of drives under their belt. Let's see some improvement. From the 20-yard line, Gilcrease will belly it to Lovett to the left side down. He crosses the 25-yard line, bumped out at the 27-yard line by the cornerback Jaheim Jenkins. That's a good end sweep for 7 yards for Jordan Lovett, who will be critical tonight.
I say let's give him a chance. I think we can run the ball against these guys, even with that makeshift offensive line. That's a good gain on first down and really gives you some opportunities here.
2nd down and 3 after a 7-yard gain. Now this is Gilcrease himself. Big hole. He's got the first down as it closes quickly just shy of the 33-yard line. 5-yard gain and a first down. Emmanuel Oyabanajo makes the stop for Jacksonville State.
Now we're doing what I thought we might do. We're going to pace them a little bit, try to keep that personnel out on the field.
Here comes the snap on first down. Deep drop by Gilcrease. Throw underneath Ethan Connor. He's got the 44-yard line and another first down and a nice tidy little 12-yard pickup before Travis Franklin can come up from safety for Jack State.
Good protection there. He had plenty of time to find Connor for the first down.
Took a deep drop there and released underneath it. 44-yard line, handoff, Lovett up the middle, bangs into one of the defensive tackles for gain of yardage to the 47-yard line. Looked, he was stopped up right at the minute. That's actually a good push by the offensive line. Pickup of 3. Just a little bit behind schedule as we come close to 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Jack State 7 and Troy nothing. Trojans break the huddle, line up along their own 47-yard line, going left to right. Gilcrease calmly looks against a four-man front. Here comes another blitzer. He'll throw downfield, single coverage man open. It is incomplete to Epps at the 25-yard line. Coming back to make a play on the ball was Jaheim Jenkins, the cornerback, but Epps had a step on him. But it falls harmlessly to the turf, and it's third down.
Well, if that ball's thrown down the field about an extra yard, Epps would have had enough clearance to make the catch. That's a good play there by Jenkins to make the play defensively.
Yeah, he was just underthrown a little bit. DJ was open for about a 20-yard stretch. He had a good yard and a half on the Jack State defender. The ball was just underthrown. When he came back, the defender was right there.
3 receivers left on 3rd and 7 for the Trojans at their 47-yard line, and Jared Parker wants to call a timeout.
Timeout. Troy, they're first of the half. Full media timeout.
In this Christmas season, our red hat is truly wearing a red hat. The man who comes out and signals the timeouts wearing a Santa hat tonight. 2:55 in the first quarter. Jack State 7, Troy nothing. Critical third down conversion try coming up for the Trojans after this local timeout on the Troy Sports Media Network.
Hi, this is Melinda from Life South. Did you know that Life South is your community blood center? Did you know that when you donate with Life South, your donation stays right here at home? Every 2 to 3 seconds, someone in the U.S. needs blood. You can make a difference this year and do something amazing. You could save the life of a friend, a family member, or even a coworker. To find out more about how you can host a blood drive or donate with Life South, visit our website, www.lifesouth.org. Do something amazing. Donate with Life South Community Blood Centers today.
Need to paint the outside of your house or office building, or maybe stain your wood deck or fence? There's no better time than now to tackle those projects with quality Richards paint from John Lee Paint Company. Superior Richards paint and stain products will protect your property from the elements and extend the life of your painting project. John Lee Paint also carries a full line of commercial grade pressure washers to help clean your property or equipment before painting. Serving Central Alabama since 1974. John Lee Paint Company on Coliseum Boulevard.
Now open in Millbrook on Highway 14 across from 17 Springs.
.255 remaining in the first quarter of the 2025 IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl here. Troy, Jack State, after 21 years on the gridiron, facing each other again. Jack State leads early 7th, and Chris Blackshear, Barry McKnight, Jerry Miller, Bob Templin, the entire gang's here. And right now, Jerry, we're moving the ball. We actually almost used what was used against us on the scoring drive by Jack State. We went a little more hurry up, a little more tempo offense. Didn't make any substitutions, which gave us the advantage. We liked the matchups that we had on the field from a defensive perspective of Jack State. But now we didn't have the right personnel on this third down and about 7 play call here. Very important here. We sustain this drive, pick this first down up, and cross midfield for the first time in this game.
Well, we had said one of our keys, Barry, was to try to quicken the pace of the game a little bit, kind of try to get Jack State defense on their heels, and I think that helps make that underneath stuff work a little better, and it certainly has proved fruitful here. We just missed that big play to Epps a moment ago. I think that'll be there from time to time. Now you want to get, you certainly need to convert this third down or get it up close enough that you feel good about going forward on fourth.
A third down conversion here on 3rd and 7 from their own 47-yard line for Troy would be their first third down conversion early. So far 0 for 2. They'll stack a couple of receivers, one behind the other in the slot left. Now motioning towards the right side flank is DJ Epps. Gilcrease drops, sets up the screen underneath. That's Lovett, and played well by Tyron Taylor, the cornerback. Lovett will get dropped back at the 44-yard line. That's a loss of 3, and here comes the punt unit.
Chris, we got hurt there having to take that timeout because they were not going to bring pressure on the 3rd and 7 before we took the timeout. They come out of the timeout and bring the extra pressure, and it pays off.
Yeah, and that was a play, too. We were allowing time to get the offensive lineman out to block in the open field. Just didn't make that block, and it led to a loss in the play, and now the pending punt.
Crenshaw's first punt, 36 yards. This one was off, but It will be stopped with a marker.
Full start. Offense. Number 13. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Second penalty of the game, both against Troy. That'll spot it back to the 39-yard line, where we will do it again. Crenshaw, first in the Sun Belt Conference, 16th in Division I at 45.8 yards per punt. He had 9 punts against Jacksonville State, 40 yards per punt, including a couple of placement punts. He'll get this one away. It's a high, short kick. Nix won't get there, but it will take a big Troy roll on the hop, and the second hop is even better. Inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line. That's a 48-yard punt for Crenshaw, and no return. Troy offense on that drive able to get 3 first downs, but ultimately given up. With a minute 46 here in the first quarter, it's still 7-0 Jacksonville State, and the Gamecocks will begin this drive officially at their own 12.
Well, with a couple of first downs and Crenshaw's good leg, you get a chance to flip the field position.
Again, they're playing without the nation's leading rusher, Cam Cook. Christian Lando, a redshirt freshman, 6'1", 205. They'll run a flea flicker. Trojans will get to it in the end zone. Who's got it? It's a touchdown, man of Troy. A touchdown. There you go. Big Louis Medina.
Fumble recovered.
They tried the flea flicker. Medina never checked up. He knocked it out of Creel's hand and gets the score.
How about that for Louis Medina in his final game as a Trojan? He gets a defensive touchdown. Chris, that's the kind of lift you need. They try to go with a little trickeration right there, and Troy makes them pay big time.
You know they got a defensive call for that, right? The funky call Medina.
Yeah.
And he got it in and led to 6 points.
Yep. Senior out of Somerville, Georgia. Final game as a collegian. Scott Taylor Renfro races out onto the field. They weren't expecting this. And now a chance to tie it up out of Crenshaw's hold. It is up. And it is good. Hayden Creel was sacked for a loss of 12. He fumbled, forced actually by T.J. Thompson. Give him credit. Recovered by Louis Medina in the end zone. And just like that, it's a 7-7 game with a minute 39 here in the first quarter.
And on a night, Chris, where you know your offense has got its struggles, your starting quarterback out for the moment, how big of a lift is a defensive score going to be for this Troy team?
It's huge. If we want to take a moment here with this timeout before we kick the ball off, let's revisit the keys to the game. I think we talked about we need a couple turnovers and get points off their turnovers. So far, check the box on that. And if you ever needed a play that would not only get you back even on the scoreboard 7-7, but completely flip the momentum to one sideline to the other, it's happened right now. So let's see, though, if we can keep the momentum here yet again with the defense going right back on the field.
And, Bear, that's where those 2 first downs that Troy got and the kick of Crenshaw flips the field position, leads directly to that defensive touchdown.
5th defensive touchdown of the season for Troy, and the 19th for Troy in the last 5 years. Patty McAteer will airmail the kickoff into the end zone. Jacksonville State will have another crack at it. After Crenshaw pinned him back to the 12, Troy forced the fumble on the sack, got the recovery by Medina to tie it up at 7 with a minute 39 to go. Now Jacksonville State off the touchback will start this drive at the 25-yard line, even up at 7 apiece. Christian Lando, the running back, pistol line behind Caden Creel, the quarterback. They'll pitch it to Lando, right side, gets to the corner, 30, 35, steps through a tackle down the sidelines. He's still on his feet, but he stepped out of the 42-yard line. Still a sizable play, gain of 17 on just a simple toss sweep to the left side by Christian Lando, and a first down for the Gamecocks.
Gosh, you just can't give them that kind of chunk play on a run, just a simple toss sweep. Troy's got to react to that better.
Lando again, he's only rushed for 156 yards this year. That's 1,500 fewer than the starter. Creel takes a shotgun snap. He'll throw downfield, single coverage down there, but he overthrows his receiver. He was trying for DeAndre Johnson on a go route. That's an awfully good job by Justin Poe to cover from the deep safety position, one-on-one.
Well, I think we're good enough to cover them man-on-man and put more people up there to try to negate their rush attack.
Second down and 10 in a 7-7 game. Clock stopped on the incompletion at 1:05 in the quarter. Creel will play fake, tosses it out to the right side, catch at the 39-yard line. Nothing doing over there for Brock Rex Steiner. He's fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a terrific play by the Trojan middle linebacker, sophomore Luke Hodge.
Hodge did a great job reading that, fighting off a blocker. Now a little bit of pushing and shoving. They'll get separated, but that's a great play by Hodge now to put him in a third and long situation. This is where you want these guys.
Third down 10. Jack State. Clock continuing to run while they engage in some extracurriculars. They'll get to the line of scrimmage with 11 on the play clock. Nobody in the backfield but Caden Creel.
What's the quarterback draw here?
Three-man front. Creel throws to the near side. Catch Gentry. And he will not get anything. Gain of 3 actually to the 45. Jordan Stringer was there to set up a fourth down to the 45-yard line.
Great response by J-Rock. We give up the chunk play there, but overall Trojans get them off the field.
On to the second quarter in Montgomery. It's Troy 7, Jacksonville State 7 in the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl on the Troy Sports Media Network.
Leadership, dedication, hard work, excellence. Words used to describe a winning team. When it comes to your health and well-being, the winning team at Troy Regional is here to provide the safest and highest quality of care. With winning teams providing emergency treatment, primary care, and special services, we want to make a difference in the lives of people who entrust their care to us. Continuing the rich tradition of delivering quality health care, Troy Regional, health care close to home.
It takes more than ambition to make a difference. It takes something real. It takes real work, breakthroughs and push-throughs. It takes real vision that shapes leaders and real support that empowers you in all ways to spark change, to build legacies, to make a real difference. Troy University. Always real, always Troy. Troy.edu.
Back in Montgomery, Alabama, we played one quarter here in the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl. Troy, Jacksonville State all knotted up at 7 after one quarter of play. Let's take a look at the first quarter numbers, and they're very even. Time of possession, Troy slightly with an edge there, 7:33 to 7:27. Jacksonville State runs 17 plays, gains 87 yards, 55 through the air, 32 on the ground. Troy not far behind. They run 15 offensive plays, 53 yards, 14 passing, and 39 rushing. 3 first downs for Troy, 5 for Jack State. Troy 0 of 3 on third down, while Jacksonville State was 2 of 4. Troy missed on their only fourth down attempt. Penalties, Troy was penalized twice for 10 yards. Jacksonville State did not incur a penalty. Big evening up mark for the Trojans in the first quarter as they got the only turnover. Not only did they get the turnover, but they recovered a fumble in the end zone for a touchdown to get us even. 1 tackle for loss, no sacks for Jacksonville State. Troy has 1 tackle for loss and 1 sack. Creel, the quarterback for Jacksonville State, 6 of 7, 55 yards and the wide open touchdown. Lando, the leading rusher for the Gamecocks, with Cook out of the game, 5 carries, 31 yards for him, and Rex Steiner, the leading receiver, 2 catches for 22 yards. For Troy, Tucker Kilcrease in for the injured Goose Crowder, 3 of 6, 13 yards passing. Crowder, before he left, was 2 of 3 for only 1 yard. Jordan Levitt has run 4 times for 14 yards. Goose got 14 yards on the play on which he was injured. Ethan Connor has caught 2 balls for a total of 16 yards, and that's where we are, as Troy has played him even in the first quarter play, and we'll have the ball as we get ready to start the second quarter.
4th down and 7 for Jacksonville State at their own 45-yard line. It'll be Connor Donaghy that will kick it away to Peyton Higgins, and Chris Blackshear is at number 9 in a Troy uniform. I'm seeing over on the sidelines warming up. Watch out, Goose Crowder may be back again. 7-7 after one. Both of the kickers, by the way, for Jacksonville State, the place kicker and the punter, both left-footers. Donaghy is a freshman from Tyrone, Ireland, kind of a rugby-style punt his first time with decent effect. Here we go. The long snapper is Cade Bakke. And they're going to fake it. They'll give it away to the right side, and it is incomplete. They snapped it to the up man, tried to make a throw to midfield, and it was poor. And they'll give it over on downs, and the Trojans have great field position here.
Well, you see Jacksonville State, they're willing to pull out all the stops. Their second trick play and the second one that did not work, that was intended for the tight end Pearson Baldwin, and he just could not hold on to it.
Jacksonville State comes up to nothing. They give it up. Troy's got it at the JSU 46-yard line, 1st and 10, and the quarterback is Goose Crowder. The running back is Dennis Palmer, who has seen very little action. He gets the give here, gets good yardage. Nice push by the offensive line to the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 4 for Palmer, who's only appeared in one game before today. 2 rushes for 3 yards. A sophomore transfer from Bethune-Cookman.
And Palmer could be one of those guys that Chris was talking about, whose name we haven't called all year long, who could step up and be big in this ballgame.
He ran for 800 yards last year for the Wildcats. He's out of Jensen Beach, Florida, and he sets up a 2nd and 7 here in the bowl game. Crowder now takes to the air. Time, throws underneath, throws behind Jackson Worley, who had cut to the sticks at the 36-yard line, but Goose threw it behind him. Coverage by the middle linebacker, Max Sanders. And now the Trojans look at another 3rd down.
Yeah, miscommunication there. I think he thought the receiver was cutting in. He was cutting out, and luckily that one fell to the ground.
Crowder now 2 of 4. Trojans throwing just 5 of 10 through the air. Looking at 3rd down.
Lovett comes into the game. Let's see if they bring him in for protection, or he is a guy they like throwing to.
Yeah, they threw it to him a couple of times the last couple of weeks against Southern Miss and James Madison. Crowder, straight drop, pressure, tucks it under. He's got room, 45, 30, fighting for the 1st down marker, takes another shot, and he is going to be right there. It's a 1st down.
There's absolutely no quit in number 9. One of the toughest kids I've ever seen, Barry.
Corbett Mims makes the stop. Yeah, Crowder, nobody would blame him, Jerry, if he didn't play in this game at all, much less work hard to get back in after an early injury. They give him the 35-yard line, 1st down.
He pulls it, knows he's going to take another shot, and he is hard-nosed enough to move the sticks.
Dennis Palmer, the running back, sidecar right on 1st down at the 35-yard line, 7-7 game. Here's Palmer to the right side. They try to tuck him down. They miss a tackle, gets a yard, and they'll shove him back to the 34-yard line. Mark Woods, the safety, comes up. Gain of 1. Palmer's not a guy that's exactly wet behind the ears. He has played a lot. Last year at Bethune-Cookman, where he ran it well for the Wildcats. This is only his 2nd game. Again, Tay Meadows has hit the transfer portal, was given the option of playing in this game, but did not. 2nd down, 9 from the 34-yard line of Jack State. Here comes a 4-man rush. Crowder throws. That's a catch. Rah, 1st down, 25-yard line. Ducks his head. As Chris told Chris Blackshear after the Southern Miss game, I'm a big body. I'm supposed to be physical. He's physical there, Chris. A gain of 11 yards and a 1st down.
Yeah, we were talking about Rah. Well, I think Jerry, you profiled him, right?
I did.
Okay, there you go. Good call on him. He's just that big body target there, and we're moving the ball methodically or eating up some of the clock. But even though you got this ball back, it won the turnover, but you had to treat the fake punt that was not successful as a turnover and turn it into points.
Both teams have 5 1st downs now. Handoff, Palmer again. Burrows through, finishes the run nicely at the 18-yard line. 1st down, gain of 5 yards for Dennis Palmer.
Good job by the left side of that offensive line there. Good push.
Yeah, that's Trajan Townsend and Tyler Bell. And, of course, the center, Tyler Cappy. Thomas will stay tight to the formation left side. 3 tight ends to the right side. Swartzen, Worley, and Connor. End around to Ra. Needs a block and doesn't get it. Tyler Cappy just could not get out there to stop the tackler. That's a loss of a couple to the 20-yard line.
That was
3rd down and 7 coming up.
That was unfortunate there. If Cappy's able to hold that block, Ra was cutting back inside. I think would have had a good gain out of that. Instead, a good defensive play for Jacksonville State to set up this 3rd down.
Yeah, that's the safety, Mark Woods, who made the play. Woods already with 5 tackles. 3rd down 7 for the Trojans. Crowder goes against a linebacker blitz, throws underneath and too short. One hopped by Lovett, who was open in the flat near side and may have had a shot at the 1st down. Instead, it bounces to him. And here comes Scott Taylor Renfro to try to give the Trojans a lead. Renfro, a senior from Pike Lib in Troy. This year, 9 of 13 field goals. This one, unofficially, will be from 38 yards with a little bit of an angle to the left. Snapper Colton Walls. The holder is Evan Crenshaw, and Renfro cashes in with the 38-yard field goal. Trojans have a lead, and we take a break. 10:57 until halftime. Your new score, Troy 10, Jacks State 7 on the Troy Sports Media Network.
When you're a Trojan, you know what it means to stand strong and work hard. When it comes to banking, you deserve that same commitment. That's where Troy Bank and Trust comes in. From checking accounts to investment accounts to loans, Troy Bank and Trust has been supporting Troy University and its students for generations. With 13 branches, we're local, dedicated, and we're just as invested in your success as you are. For every financial need along life's journey, rely on us. Today, tomorrow, and always, the only bank you'll ever need. Troy Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey Trojan fans, Premier Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is excited to connect with you. Whether you're looking for a sleek SUV, a sporty sedan, or a powerful truck, their award-winning lineup has something for everyone. Plus, they offer special pricing for all Troy University staff and students. Premier Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is a proud supporter of Troy Athletics. See their complete inventory online at premiercdjroftroy.com. Go Trojans!
It takes more than ambition to make a difference. It takes something real. It takes real work, breakthroughs and push-throughs. It takes real vision that shapes leaders and real support that empowers you in all ways to spark change, to build legacies, to make a real difference. Troy University. Always real, always Troy. Troy.edu.
Troy Trojans postseason broadcast coverage presented by the City of Troy. The coverage of the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl from C Spire. Give your business the home field advantage with C Spire. End-to-end business solutions already serving 49 states, starting with ours. Get the technology you need today at cspire.com. C Spire, customer inspired. We're in the second quarter now of the bowl game. 10:57 left until halftime. Troy 10, Jack State 7. As we pause here 10 seconds for station identification along the Troy Sports Media Network.
This is Troy head football coach Jared Parker, and you're listening to WTXK, Montgomery, ESPN, The Ticket.
At the historic Crampton Bowl in Montgomery, Alabama, this is Barry McKnight with Jerry Miller. Our sideline analyst is Chris Blackshear. Our spotter is Bob Templin. Producing our broadcast is Scott Hageman. Welcome along as the Trojans have just taken their first lead of the bowl game on a 9-play, 25-yard drive after a fake punt went awry for Jacksonville State. Took 4 minutes off the second quarter clock. And Troy got a 38-yard field goal from Scott Taylor Renfro to take a 10-7 lead and take advantage of even a little bit more momentum provided by that fumble recovery score.
Yeah, the Trojan defense got the bleeding stopped and really got the momentum going for us. And then I agree with Chris. The fake punt, forcing them into that, is just like a turnover, and Troy got points out of it.
Deep man for Jacksonville State, receiving the punt from McAtee is Michael Petway, and he'll ask for the fair catch. And Jacksonville State will have it out of the touchdown. First down and 10. Jack State on their opening drive went right down the field, 9 plays and 71 yards, and they scored. Since then, Jerry, not much at all.
Now, the defense really made some adjustments, and they've done a good job of getting hats to the ball carrier. And so far, they've made Creel uncomfortable. They haven't put him down but one time, but they've made him really uncomfortable back there.
Dylan Gentry, the running back. They'll play fake to him. Now Creel flushed out. He'll have to throw to the near side. That's a catch. And close to the first down on the near side on a check down. That goes to the tight end, Pearson Baldwin. Sisavon makes the tackle at the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 10 and a first down for Jack State on a check down. They want to hurry, and they get the chance. End around to the left side. Quick little back. He's not quick enough to get past the Trojan pursuit over there. That's a loss of 1. On a nice play by Stephen Catledge, the middle linebacker. Getting a debit on the play from the running back, Jalen Likely.
That was a great play by Catledge. 2 people on him. He was able to get through and up in the ball carrier for a loss.
10 minutes to go, second quarter. Troy by 3. Creel sets to throw. Now he'll step up, trying to make Catledge miss. Still bellying to the outside, and the Trojans will pop him down there. Great open field tackle by Devin Lafayette. He kept bouncing and ultimately only ends up getting a yard.
That is not an easy tackle, and Lafayette stayed with him and put him to the ground.
Jared Parker told Jerry in the pregame, we have got to be able to tackle in space because we give them too many opportunities like that, and they will win. But he thought, as we all did, that Cam Cook would be able to play, and he is not.
Again, we don't have the right grouping out there, something that the coaches don't like.
Well, I can tell you
timeout.
Well, I can tell you what it is. Marlon Odom was going to go in the secondary.
And it did
he
not
runs
happen.
on the field without his helmet.
Oh, goodness.
So he has to come off the field, leaves us with only 10, so we didn't have the right personnel, so had to burn a timeout on the defense.
9:26 in the second quarter. We'll take the timeout from Montgomery. Trojans 10, Gamecocks 7. Now this local break on the Troy Sports Media Network.
Wiley Sanders isn't just family owned, it's also God and family oriented. As a trucking company built by truck drivers, they know that faith, family, and drivers are the key to success. When you work with Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, you receive a $1,000 sign-on bonus, competitive pay based on experience, Blue Cross Blue Shield, 401k, and more. Call now, 855-777-9785. A 24-hour calling at 334-372-5049. Experience the camaraderie by driving for Wiley Sanders. Then enjoy the rewards at home.
It's football season, and like us, we know you're not going to miss any of it. Unlike some insurance providers, at Stark Agency, we never drop the ball. You can find us in the end zone with our 20-plus top-rated insurance companies to choose from. Assuring your home, auto, and life insurance is everything you expect and more. Stark Agency is an independent agency that tailors coverage to meet your specific insurance needs. With Stark Agency, you're bound to score a touchdown. So call us today at 334-263-5535 or visit our website at starkagency.com.
Troy has to take a timeout. Their second of the half. 9:26 in the second quarter. Troy 10, Jacksonville State 7. Hey, Troy women's basketball, their next step on this 25-26 journey begins tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Central Time at Chartway Arena in Norfolk, Virginia, when Chanda Rigby's Trojans travel to Old Dominion to open Sun Belt Conference play. Trojans look to continue their historic 9-1 start That's the best in Division I history. It'll be 9-1 Troy against 7-3 Old Dominion tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. It'll be on the Troy Sports Radio Network with Dan Peck on the play-by-play call. You saw them play last Wednesday against Oakwood back at the arena. They were raining down threes, particularly Trojan sharpshooter Amani Jenkins.
I was pleased and proud to call that game. You know, I have the distinct pleasure of not broadcasting, but being in attendance for the men's high-scoring game ever. In fact, the high-scoring game ever in college basketball, 258 by the Troy men's team, and then I was behind the mic for the high-scoring game ever by Troy women's team. They are fun to watch, Barry. I hope our fans will get out and see them. It'll be a little while before they get to see them in Trojan Arena, but they can see the men play on Saturday.
Yep, that game on Saturday for the Trojan men begins at 1 o'clock against Marshall. We'll have that one, Jerry and I, on the Troy Sports Media Network. Third down, Jack State, third down and 9 from the Gamecocks' own 36-yard line. Caden Creel, the quarterback, a 200-pound redshirt sophomore from Fairhope High School. Ready, straight drop, Trojans press, he'll throw downfield, single coverage, underthrown, and it's caught at the 25-yard line and out of bounds. DeAndre Johnson just simply had a better line of sight on it. A flag is thrown, however, as he beats Marlon Odom.
It's called back it up, offensive pass interference. He's 6'8", and he pushed off.
11. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, third down.
It was underthrown, and he was trying to work his way back to it. Here's a good look, Jerry.
Yeah, he got the separation with the push. Crowd for Jacksonville State does not like it, but that's why he was open, because of the shove, and the officials caught him.
Unofficially a 49-yard completion, but it is taken back. As a matter of fact, they'll drop him back 15 yards. That's back to the 21-yard line, where it's now third and 24. Troy will rush. 6 men. Here they go. Throw to the left side. Catch and an immediate hit at the 25-yard line. Brock Recksteiner trying to fight out of the grip of Colino Levine, but they gang tackled him over there for a gain of maybe a yard. And here comes again some after the play disagreement.
Well, none of these players were alive the last time these two teams played, but that old blood feud lives on with these two teams. They just genuinely do not like each other.
They were only exchanging addresses for Christmas cards. I mean, I was close enough to hear
the pleasantries.
Yeah, some of the zip codes, though, they use I've never heard of before in the state of Alabama or in the Southeast.
Recksteiner loses 2 on third down.
Great
now
play
it's
by
fourth
Levine,
down.
Barry. Great play.
In open field at the 35-yard line. That's Peyton Higgins waiting for the punt from Donaghy. He'll back up at the 30-yard line. Fair catch. And the Trojans will have it, leading by 3. It's Troy 10, Jacksonville State 7. JSU has not gotten much done after their very, very impressive touchdown drive on their opening possession. 8:30 here in the second quarter. Nose of the football on the 30-yard line. Troy has rushed for 52 yards so far, which is a great sign, gentlemen.
Tucker Kilcrease in on this series.
Running back with him, Jordan Lovett. Kilcrease with his second appearance. Hands it to Lovett up the middle. Bangs in. Running hard to the 33-yard line. Gain of 3 for Jay Love, the redshirt freshman. Max Sanders is there defensively, the Jack State linebacker.
I like that quick hit right up between the tackles. Take the push of the offensive line. Tuck in behind him. Good job there by Lovett to pick up 3.
Peyton Higgins comes out. They'll add an extra tight end to the left side. That is Trey Swartz. Also to the left is Connor, along with Epps. Ra Thomas to the right side as Kilcrease wants to throw. In rhythm, throws downfield. That's a contested catch. What a play by Ra Thomas at the 50-yard line. Gain of 17. Jaheim Jenkins was fighting him the whole way, but Ra made that football his.
A nice strike to the big-bodied Ron Thomas, 6'2", 208. He plays bigger than that, Barry. Just spreads out in there, and that was some strength to pull that one in with a lot of duress, and that's a good throw by Gilchrist. He zipped that one to him.
Strong hands, Jerry.
Just a big, strong kid.
He gets his hands on the ball. He ain't letting it go. Four-man front for Jack State. Now they'll walk a linebacker up. They'll rush 5. Gilchrist rolls the pocket to the right side. Tucker waiting. He'll tuck it under and dip out right at the line of scrimmage at the 50-yard line for no gain. Pressure from Talon Carter, the nose tackle, who was trying to close in on him. Gilchrist gets out of bounds and sets up a 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a good job there by the defensive backs of Jacksonville State. Troy hoped that the play action would cause them to step forward and something would be open on the rollout. It wasn't, and Gilchrist picked up, didn't pick up anything, but got out of bounds without forcing a throw.
Again, this series belongs to running back Jordan Lovett on the field. Station to the left of Tucker Gilchrist. Here comes blitz pressure, and he'll go down. Oh, nobody saw the blitzer coming up, Walker Osteen, and he hits him unencumbered and whoofs at him a little bit back at his own 42-yard line. The sack is worth 8 yards. Tucker had no chance.
Same blitz we saw in the first quarter from him when they sent the delayed blitz. And Tucker, he came right at him, and Tucker never saw him. He was fortunate to hold on to the football on that one.
And that's where the communication along that offensive line really hurts you.
Osteen, second team All-Conference USA linebacker. Back to the 42-yard line where it's 3rd and 18 for Troy. Leading by 3. Gilchrist loads, throws, it's a catch. Racing down the left sidelines. Higgins gets the first down and deals a blow to close it out.
Barry, how does he do it? He was nowhere close to the first down marker there. Reeled it in and turned up and got the necessary yardage.
38-yard line. That is a gain of 20. Tyron Taylor came up to hit him, but Pete Higg did the hitting himself. First down, quick snap. Here comes Gilchrist. Steps up. Now he'll go 35 and slides at the 32-yard line. They'll say he began the slide at the 33. That's 5 yards. Jacob Cruz makes the stop, but that's pretty heady work from Tucker Gilchrist.
I'm going to start calling P. Higg MTC. Move the change, because that's what he does.
Gilchrist, to Jerry's point, 10 of his 12 third down receptions this year led to first downs before that critical conversion here. Troy 10, Jack State 7, 4:49 in the second quarter. Gilchrist on play action, rolls right, throws under pressure. There's a man wide open on the sideline. Epps comes into the field of play, closes out the play inside the 15 on the far boundary. They'll say he steps out of the 15, down in the arms of Jaheim Otis. That's a gain of 18 yards.
Let's hope Tucker's all right now. He took a big hit after that throw.
No flag. Just outside the 15, where it's 1st and 10, Troy. Trojans 10, Gamecocks 7, 4:14. The clock is winding here.
Well, Tucker is not 100%.
Trying to catch his breath, Jerry. He got popped in the ribs. Handoff, Palmer. Nice run to the 10. Good 5-yard gain for Dennis Palmer. Max Sanders stops him for Jack State. Trojans are running the football, fellas.
I think they can too, particularly on those straight-ahead hits where you take that initial push by the offensive line. It's going to be harder to get to the edges, but I think you can run straight at them.
Roman Mothershed and Peyton Higgins to the right. To the left, DJ Epps. Flanker to the left is Ethan Connor. End around to Peyton Higgins. Needs a block. Boy, he got nowhere. He'll lose yardage. He got a block, but didn't surprise anybody. Loss of 3. Caleb Nix, the safety, stops him for a negative play. Now it's 3rd and 8.
Well, that has not worked. I look for Troy to maybe use that as a smoke screen. Maybe show the end around and then throw underneath behind their pursuit, because they're reacting immediately on the end around.
Trojans taking some time as we tick under 3 minutes in the second quarter. 10-7 over Jack State.
Looks like they're going to take a timeout here to set up this third down call.
6 on the play clock. Trojans are nowhere near the line of scrimmage with 1 second. Here comes the timeout call. at 2:41 here in the period.
Troy, their third and final of the half. Media timeout.
Third and 7 coming up for the Trojans. Troy 10, Jacksonville State 7. Let's take a timeout for our local stations here in Montgomery on the Troy Sports Media Network.
Beasley Allen is proud to support the Troy Trojans. Beasley Allen has been helping those who need it most since 1979. This applies to the clients they serve, but also to the community. The firm is involved in a wide variety of service projects that touch the lives of individuals in several locations, including the River region. Visit them online at BeasleyAllen.com or follow them on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of the legal services performed by other lawyers.
It's football season, and like us, we know you're not going to miss any of it. Unlike some insurance providers, at Stark Agency, we never drop the ball. You can find us in the end zone with our 20-plus top-rated insurance companies to choose from. Assuring your home, auto, and life insurance is everything you expect and more. Stark Agency is an independent agency that tailors coverage to meet your specific insurance needs. With Stark Agency, you're bound to score a touchdown. So call us today at 334-263-5535 or visit our website at starkagency.com.
.241 remaining in the first half of the IS4S Salute the Veterans Bowl here in the capital city of Montgomery, Alabama. Troy on top of Jack State 10-7. Troy's facing a 3rd down and 8 from just inside the 14-yard line of Jack State. Chris Blackshear, Barry McKnight, Bob Tibble, and Jerry Miller. The entire gang is here, and Jerry bringing you back in here. Pretty critical, I think, here, this 3rd down to move the change. And let me tell you how significant it would be here. We can pick up this 3rd down, too. That 3rd and 18 pickup by Peyton Higgins there to keep this drive alive. On the season, we were only 2 of 25 on 3rd downs and 12 or longer on the season. That was a 3rd and 18 converted. But we've really controlled this football game in the second half since we got the fumble recovery in the end zone. But I think you're happy, but at the same time you would be disappointed if you had to attempt a field goal here and only go up 13-7 the way you've controlled the game flow here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and you can get that first down at about the 5-yard line, between the 5 and 6. What else that would do would be allow you to take most of the rest of the time off of this clock. So, but it's got to be a safe play. You can't risk the turnover here, and because you got to get points out of it. But, boy, ideally would be to get the first down, take more time off, and end the drive with a touchdown.
After a slow start, Troy now 2 of 6 on 3rd down conversions. They started 0 of 4, but they've converted on each of their last 2. Ball will be on the 13-yard line, as Chris pointed out. The line to gain will be near the 5, working on the end zone to our left, the non-Metroplex end zone. Trip receivers right, 1 to the left. That's Mothershed. Now motion across by the tight end, Worley. Handoff will go to Lovett. Not much. Certainly nowhere near the first down. They give him the 12. It's a pickup of 1. Talon Carter stops him in the middle. A nose guard for Jack State. And it's 4th down.
I think right here what we're going to do, Jerry, we're just going to leave the offense on the field for right now. Then we're going to take the 2-minute timeout. And I'm sure at this point we'll take the points here, but we'll see. But we'll definitely run this down to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, we're at 2:14 now. The play clock is at 20. So, yeah, you'll hear the 2-minute warning sign, and then the Trojans will try to get the lead up to 6 when we come back in a moment.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
Troy 10, Jacksonville State 7. Here from Montgomery at the Salute to Veterans Bowl on the Troy Sports Media Network. The city of Troy warmly welcomes you to Troy University Trojan football. The city of Troy is proud to support head football coach Jared Parker and the Troy Trojans football team. You're always welcome in the city of Troy, and go Trojans.
Southeast Alabama Rural Health Associates has provided quality health care for our region since 1983. They're honored by the trust you place in them to care for you and your loved ones and are always seeking new ways to better serve you. Sarah provides family practice, pediatrics, and urgent care services through their 10 offices in Pike, Barber, Coffee, Crenshaw, Dale, Geneva, Henry, and Houston counties. Sarah, providing quality health care to Southeast Alabama and still growing to better serve you. Visit sarha.org to learn more.
Our coverage of postseason football presented by C Spire. With Jerry Miller, Barry McKnight, Chris Blackshear on the sidelines. Here's the situation. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Troy 10, Jacksonville State 7. Troy's looking at a 4th and 7 at the JSU 12-yard line. Field goal try coming up will be around 29 yards for Scott Taylor Renfro to get the lead to 6, and then you hand it over to your defense to try to close out the half.
Which will be important because Jacksonville State deferred, so they get the first possession of the second half. So they'll have the final possession of the first half and the first of the second. So the defense is going to be tested. I think that middle eight's going to be critical for Troy.
Troy playing here in Montgomery. Troy has now played in all 3 bowl games in the state of Alabama, the Montgomery Bowl, the bowl in Mobile, the bowl in Birmingham. This matchup actually is one of just 2 this year, featuring 2 in-state teams against each other in their state on December 26th. This is the only other one of its kind. Scott Taylor Renfro will instruct Crenshaw to kneel at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 30-yard try. Renfro has already hit 1. This is for a 6-point lead. The whistle blows, ready for action. Waiting for the snap. Here it comes, and the kick away from STR is right there. It's a big one, gentlemen. Troy leads at 13-7 to cap off a 10-play drive that was not necessarily a thing of beauty, but it gets the job done.
Now the onus falls on the defense. Can't give up any big chunk plays here. Need McAteer to put it in the end zone. Let that defense go out there, try to hold this 6-point lead into the locker room. And I tell you, defensively, when we get to the locker room, we're always able to make really good adjustments, and I hope that'll be the case tonight.
Yeah, and this we got to make sure, too, they don't go 2 for 1, right? Or 2 for none, should I say here. I agree with you here. All 3 timeouts Jack State has, and them falling behind, knowing they're getting the ball, you know now if they can set this up, we're going to see their full 2-minute offense to try to see if they can get back-to-back scores and steal this and potentially try to get the lead.
Troy got 3 first downs on that possession, which went 11 plays, 58 yards, 6 minutes and 35 seconds. Kilcrease on that drive, 3 of 3 throwing the football for 55 yards. A minute 55 to go. Troy 13, Jack State 7. And Big Patty McAteer out of Mullabon, Ireland will kick it away for Troy. This is a line drive, fielded at the 7-yard line on the near side. Nice open field tackle on the returner by Jordan Perry, who came down. There looked like there might be some room. He certainly had a little room to operate on the line drive aspect of it. He'll knock him down near the 20-yard line. Making the return over there was, I believe, Omarion Foster.
Well, that's a good job, too, because it forces time off of the clock as well, rather than kicking it in the end zone.
Jacksonville State officially at their own 22-yard line. First down behind quarterback Caden Creel, who is not a great passer. They'll hand it away to the running back. That is Christian Lando, and Lando is good for a couple, maybe 3, to the 25-yard line. Big Julian Peterson stops him.
Coach Kelly runs it there to see if they can get a chunk play. He doesn't stop the clock here. He'll go to second down and 7.
Less than 90 seconds to go from the 25-yard line. Jack State doesn't look to be in a huge hurry. Creel takes a low snap, straight drop, throws over the middle. That's a catch and down at the 41-yard line. First down for DeAndre Johnson, the Rutgers transfer out of Newburgh, New York, in front of Jacquez White. That's a gain of 16. And they'll wind the clock at 1:15. Troy by 6. Creel has time. Now the pocket crumbles. He steps out of pressure, rolls left, keeps the play alive, lofts it out of bounds to avoid the sack. Boy, the Trojans had absolutely just crushed the pocket. Somehow Creel was able to step out of a tackle of Julian Peterson and was able to throw it out to avoid the loss.
Well, it would have been huge to get him to the ground there, but he shows a little Houdini, gets out of it and throws it away.
1:05. Second down and 10. Right at the 40-yard line, we'll call it. Creel again, straight drop time. Now here comes pressure. He gets away from Cam Curry. He won't get away from Donnie Smith. First team All Sun Belt Conference and the league's sack leader all the way back at the 25. A loss of 16 on Donnie's 11th sack of the year.
And they may let it run down here and take a timeout because they don't want to risk having to punt it away to Troy or certainly give them any time.
30 seconds, 29 seconds, 3rd and 26 at their 25-yard line. Creel again under pressure, sets up a screen to the right side to the 30, 35-yard line, and tapped down there will be Lando. Nice open field play by Jacquez White, 4 yards short of the first down.
I think they're going to be content to let the half in.
At the 36-yard line, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and that is the end.
This is the end of the first half.
It is, and the Trojans have done all right for themselves after 2 quarters in the Salute to Veterans Bowl. It's Troy 13 and Jacksonville State 7. Quite a recovery after an inauspicious start, Jerry.
Yeah, it was. Defense got this one turned around. The turnover in the end zone for a touchdown totally changed this first half. And Troy not only comes from behind, but they take a lead into the locker room.
13-7. Trojans score the final 13 points of the first half. The only touchdown, a defensive touchdown, as the Trojans go into halftime with the lead, and the lights go down. For some reason, Jared Parker in the middle of all of it, getting set to talk with Chris Blackshear, brought to you by Troy Bank and Trust, the only bank you'll ever need.
Well, Coach, after the first, I think, possession, offensive and defensive, we settled down and played really well the first half.
Yeah, I just said that in the other interview. I thought we did a really fine job of doing what we've done all season, which is be resilient and chill out and do what we do and play the way we play. I hated it took us a possession on each side, but we're there now. It's going to take our best to finish the football game.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. Barry, back up to you.
All brought to you by Troy Bank and Trust, the only bank you'll ever need. At halftime, Troy 13, Jacksonville State 7. Here in the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl in Montgomery on the Troy Sports Media Network.
Tackle game day with the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. A lot of life can happen between sips of the new, refreshing taste of Dasani. Like watching your kid score the game-winning goal right before the whistle blows. Or having a family pizza party in the backyard, just because. The new, crisp, clean taste of Dasani was made for all of life's thirst-worthy moments. Dasani, because life happens between sips.
It takes more than ambition to make a difference. It takes something real. It takes real work. Breakthroughs and push-throughs. It takes real vision that shapes leaders and real support that empowers you in all ways to spark change, to build legacies, to make a real difference. Troy University. Always real, always Troy. Troy.edu.
Troy game day at the half, presented by C Spire. At the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl, Crampton Bowl in Montgomery, Alabama, we are at halftime. Troy 13, Jacksonville State 7. Take a look at the scoring. There hadn't been a lot. Jerry will take a look at stats, but right now on the field, let's feature the sound of the South as they face the visiting side.
Sit back and relax. Here's the sound of the South. We open our show tonight with Earth, Wind, and Fire Funk from 1977, Jupiter.
Intermission here in Montgomery. Troy 13, Jacksonville State 7. Here's the scoring after the Trojans had the opening possession and promptly went 3 and out. Jacksonville State began the drive, their first of the game, at their own 29-yard line, and they went right down the field. 9 plays, 71 yards in 3 minutes and 41 seconds to take a lead on a 7-0 lead on a 22-yard touchdown pass from Caden Creel to Brock Rex Snyder. The extra point was good, and it was 7-0 in the first 5 minutes and change. But the Trojans got the big play of the game with 1:39 in the first quarter, when T.J. Thompson, on a sack attempt of the quarterback Caden Creel deep in his own end, was able to strip it loose. It fell into the end zone, and Big Louis Medina, the senior out of Somerville, Georgia, playing in his final game of his college career, fell on it in the end zone. The extra point was good, and it was 7-7 at that point. On to the second quarter, where the Trojans get a field goal to take the first lead of 38 yards from Scott Taylor Renfro at 10:57 in the half. 9 plays, 25 yards on that drive, and it took 4 minutes, and the Troy Trojans had the advantage, 10-7. Late in the first half, the Trojans had it for an extended time, 11 plays, and it took 6 minutes and 35 seconds off the second quarter clock. Troy was able to capitalize with points on a 30-yard field goal from Scott Taylor Renfro, who is 2 for 2 today, and on the season, Scott is now 11 for 15. It was 13-7 at that point. Jacksonville State got the ball back, couldn't do anything with it, and ultimately just elected to sit on it and let the first half come to a conclusion. That's where we are now. Halftime in Montgomery. Trojans 13, Jack State 7. Let's take a timeout for our local stations on the Troy Sports Media Network.
Hi, this is Melinda from Life South. Did you know that Life South is your community blood center? Did you know that when you donate with Life South, your donation stays right here at home? Every 2 to 3 seconds, someone in the U.S. needs blood. You can make a difference this year and do something amazing. You could save the life of a friend, a family member, or even a coworker. To find out more about how you can host a blood drive or donate with Life South, visit our website, www.lifesouth.org. Do something amazing. Donate with Life South South Community Blood Centers today.
Celebrate the holidays with a gift from Cronier's Fine Jewelry. Make her beam this Christmas with a diamond bracelet, flex, or tennis bracelet, which are 25% off. Save up to 25% on diamond earrings. Tavan watches are 20% off. Sapphire and emerald rings are reduced by 25%. These savings will last until New Year's Day. Cronier's has been dazzling Montgomery gift givers for over 50 years. Cronier's Fine Jewelry on the Eastern Bypass across from Home Depot, or you can look them up online at croniers.com. When you believe in forever, Cronier's Fine Jewelry.
C-Spire doesn't want in on the future, they build it. Find out how they're harnessing the power of advanced technology to transform how you live and work. Visit cspire.com today. C-Spire, customer inspired. Halftime, Troy Game Day at the Half presented by C-Spire, where Troy leads Jacksonville State here in Montgomery, Alabama, 13-7. As we alluded, it's the first of several bowl games involving Sun Belt Conference teams. For example, there's 2 Sun Belt Conference teams in action in bowl games tomorrow. Old Dominion and South Florida meet in the Cure Bowl in good old Orlando, Florida, tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. And then tomorrow night at 7:30 down in Mobile, it's the 68 Ventures Bowl between Louisiana and Delaware. That's on ESPN tomorrow night. Also, teams in the Sun Belt Conference that'll see action in bowl games. Missouri State and Arkansas State will play Thursday night. That, like tonight, is a late kickoff. That'll be an 8 o'clock start time in the Xbox Bowl, which is in Frisco, Texas. We're looking with a lot of pride at this Saturday, where James Madison, the champions of the Sun Belt Conference, take the Sun Belt banner for the first time into the college football playoff. JMU opens up the playoffs first round in Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon, against the Oregon Ducks. That's on Saturday on TNT at 6:30. Now, that's not all. Lots of Sun Belt activity. Western Kentucky and Southern Miss meet a week from today in the New Orleans Bowl at 4:30. Georgia Southern and Appalachian State play a week from Monday in the Birmingham Bowl. That's on ESPN at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. In the Independence Bowl on Tuesday the 30th, that's 2 weeks from today, Coastal Carolina and Louisiana Tech meet in Shreveport, not far away from where Tech is. Louisiana Tech about to join the Sun Belt full time. And as we mentioned, the Armed Forces Bowl, Rice and Texas State on Friday, January 2nd, will close out the long and populated Sun Belt Conference activity in bowl season. It's off to a good start for the Sun Belt right now. In the Salute to Veterans Bowl, Troy 13, Jacksonville State 7 at halftime. Lots more to get to in just a moment. As we reminded you, this is really the second of several games on the Troy Sports Media Network this week. Of course, we had on the network on Sunday up in Birmingham last, when Thomas Dowd's put back with less than a second to go for the Troy men's basketball team earned Troy an 86-85 win at UAB. Women's basketball at Old Dominion tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. to open Sun Belt play. That'll be in Norfolk, Virginia at Chartway Arena. Troy women trying to continue their Division I best start of the year. The Troy men's basketball team will open Sun Belt Conference play on Saturday at sparkling Trojan Arena against the Marshall Thundering Herd. That is at 1 o'clock on Saturday. Jerry Miller and I will have that broadcast. And then on Sunday, it's women's basketball at Alabama in Tuscaloosa, a 2 o'clock tip-off from Coleman Coliseum. That's on the network. Dan Peck will handle the play-by-play for that one as well. When we come back in a moment, Jerry Miller takes a full look at the first half stats that has led to Troy's 13-7 lead over Jacksonville State in the Salute to Veterans Bowl in Montgomery. Jerry is next after this local timeout on the Troy Sports Media Network.
Beasley Allen is proud to support the Troy Trojans. Beasley Allen has been helping those who need it most since 1979. This applies to the clients they serve, but also to the community. The firm is involved in a wide variety of service projects that touch the lives of individuals in several locations, including the River Region. Visit them online at BeasleyAllen.com or follow them on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of the legal services performed by other lawyers. Has your AC system struggled heating and cooling all year? Call United. They service and repair all brands and offer financing and maintenance plans.
Have slow or clogged drains, a leaky faucet, or breakers that keep tripping? Team up with United for all your home's needs.
Call United. They are #1 in the River Region for a reason.
Score a touchdown when you call United at 262-0247. Visit UnitedHeating.net and like us on Facebook. Go Trojans.
AL certification number 84560.
United for your comfort.
Intermission here in the Salute to Veterans Bowl, where the Troy Trojans enjoy a 13-7 advantage over the Jack State Gamecocks in a defensive battle, but there's been some offense. We'll get a context of it all with numbers from Jerry Miller.
Thank you, Barry. This was a game that was going Jacksonville State's way. They scored on the first drive, offensive drive for them in the game, and took a 7-0 lead. But it was the mighty Trojan Death Machine that got things turned around after a good punt by Evan Crenshaw and after a couple of first downs by the Troy offense. They pin them back, get a fumble, tie the ball game up, and then the offense puts up 2 field goals the rest of the way as Troy dominated the second quarter of play. Let's look at the numbers. Time of possession. Troy had it 18 minutes and 8 seconds. Jack State 11 minutes, 52 seconds. Jack State in the this is a team that averages 258. Now, given the 1,600-yard back, Cam Cook did not play in the first half, so that was obviously a significant factor, but Troy did do a good job in their run game. Meanwhile, Troy, over that same span, 33 offensive plays, 136 yards. Troy with a little more balance, 81 yards passing and 55 yards rushing. So Troy outrushed them by 30-plus yards in the first quarter of play. 7 first downs for Jack State, 8 for the Trojans. 2 penalties against Troy for 10 yards, 1 big penalty against Jacksonville State for 15 yards. It brought back a big offensive play for the Gamecocks. Looking at the defensive numbers, 4 tackles for loss for Jacksonville State and 1 sack. Troy had 3 tackles for loss and sacked Creel 2 times in the first half of play. There was only 1 turnover in the game in the first half, but it was a big one as Troy forces a fumble in the end zone, and Luis Medina covers it for the only touchdown for the Trojans in the first half of play. Individual numbers, Creel for the Gamecocks is in the passing department, was 10 of 12 in the first half, 96 yards, 1 touchdown. They did try 1 other pass on the fake punt, and it was incomplete. Lando was the leading rusher in the first half for the Gamecocks. He had 6 carries and 34 yards. The sacks negated that back to a 21-yard net rushing average. Rex Steiner was the leading receiver for the Gamecocks. He had 3 catches for 27 yards, including Jacksonville State's only touchdown of the ballgame. It came from 22 yards out. For the Trojans, 2 quarterbacks used. Goose Crowder started, was injured, came back in, and then yielded to Tucker Kilcrease in the end. Crowder goes 3 of 6 for 13 yards. Tucker, with a lot of it coming on that last drive, was 6 of 9 for 68 yards passing. Jordan Lovett rushed well in the first half of play. 6 carries for Lovett, 23 yards. Goose Crowder, with one bad leg, rushed 3 times for a total of 20 yards. Palmer rushed 4 times for 14 yards. Ra Thomas, the big target in the first half, he caught 3 balls for a total of 30 yards. His long was a 17-yarder. DJ Epps, 2 catches, 18 yards. Ethan Connor also also 2 catches, 16 yards. Higgins had only 1 catch, but it went 20 yards and moved the chains on a 3rd and long. Take a quick look at the defensive numbers here as well. The leading tackler for Jacksonville State was Jenkins. He had 5. Also with 5 was Woods. So those are some guys coming up and making some plays. No surprise here, Jordan Stringer, the leading tackler for Troy. And in the game, he had 6 in the first half of play. Catledge, who played well, had 4, as did Kalino Levine. He had 4 tackles. Luis Medina with the big defensive play, the recovery of the ball in the end zone for Troy's only touchdown, Barry.
Trojans lead it 13-7 at halftime. Second half action is coming up from Montgomery after this on the Troy Sports Media Network.
Southeast Gas is a proud supporter of Troy University. You know, Trojan football means the start of cooler temperatures and falling leaves. It just comes naturally around Southeast Alabama. Now is also a great time to start thinking about convenience in your home with a natural gas water heater. When you start thinking about comfort and convenience this fall and winter, think naturally. Think natural gas and your natural choice. Southeast Gas. Go Trojans.
When you're a Trojan, you know what it means to stand strong and work hard. When it comes to banking, you deserve that same commitment. That's where Troy Bank and Trust comes in. From checking accounts to investment accounts to loans, Troy Bank and Trust has been supporting Troy University and its students for generations. With 13 branches, we're local, dedicated, and we're just as invested in your success as you are. For every financial need along life's journey, rely on us. Today, tomorrow, and always, the only bank you'll ever need. Troy Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It takes more than ambition to make a difference. It takes something real. It takes real work, breakthroughs and push-throughs. It takes real vision that shapes leaders and real support that empowers you in all ways to spark change, to build legacies, to make a real difference. Troy University. Always real, always Troy. Troy.edu.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard, until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Trojans 13, Gamecocks 7 as we get set for the second half at the Salute to Veterans Bowl in Montgomery. Barry McKnight, Jerry Miller up here, Chris Blackshear down there. What was the tone in the locker room, Chris?
It was very good. The challenge coming out from Coach Parker in the second half was, are you going to come out and start this second half better than you started the first half? Because you go and look, I think if I remember the stat sheet, 27 plays run by Jack State in the first half. 9 of them, so a third of them were on that opening scoring drive. So Troy's defense did make some adjustments, and that was the challenge, too, for Dante Wright, the defensive coordinator. Look, we're not going to change anything. If we line up, they can't block us right now. Look for them to try to get outside some more. If you notice, they're trying to beat us outside on the corners, and make sure we don't get beat with our eyes. They think they're going to take some trick plays and some shots to get back in this. So not much adjustments on the defensive side. Just keep playing what we're doing. Look for us to maybe, we started working our way, Jerry, there towards the end, creating more pressure and flushing them from the pocket. Let's see if that continues. The challenge on the offensive side, well, Goose now is twisted his right ankle. So right now, he has 2 bad ankles. So look for Tucker Gilcrease to go probably a majority of this second half for the Troy offense. And he worked the offense down the field that led to a field goal there late in the first half. But again, can we establish the running game just enough to make them respect it, Jerry, there, and take our shots downfield when we can?
Well, a couple of thoughts here. One, I think we will see and we'll get an indication of what Jacksonville thinks might be available to them against this Troy defense. Do they get away from the run game? Do they start throwing it more? We'll see what their thought process is here early in this drive. And offensively, we can win with Tucker if we have to. Yeah. Let's be confident in that.
Kickoff coming from Patty McAteer through the end zone. And Jacksonville State, who won the toss and deferred to the second half, will try to get something going here to begin the third quarter. 1st and 10 at the JSU 25-yard line behind redshirt sophomore quarterback Caden Creel, who late in the first half found out he didn't have near as much time as he needed in that pocket. 1st and 10, the running back again. The big story, Cam Cook, the nation's leading rusher, is out for this one. Christian Lando is the running back, and they'll fake to him, throw to the left side, catch, and out of bounds at the 41-yard line over there. DeAndre Johnson in front of Justin Poe. That's a good start. 16 yards for Jacksonville State on play action.
They really like Lando. He's a big target out there, big tall target anyway, and they throw it up high, let him go up and get it.
Now Creel again to throw. He's got time, stands tall, steps up. He'll get to the 41, 42-yard line, maybe the 43. And he'll go down there. Elijah Davis, who was hurt earlier in the game, is slow to get up here at the 43-yard line. He'll have to have some help over there. Second time Davis, the defensive end out of Wagoner, South Carolina, transfer from South Carolina, will have to have assistance getting off the field. The pickup there on the scramble was good for 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7 after they tend to Elijah.
The unfortunate thing on that one, Jerry, is
friendly
it
fire,
was friendly fire in there, and it was heavy friendly fire in there. The running back just happened to duck his head at the last second and went helmet to helmet.
Well, Chris, I think we get a little indication here now. Troy held them to 21 yards rushing in the first half. I think all of a sudden a team that's averaging 258 yards rushing per game doesn't have a ton of confidence in their run game. They've come out firing on the first 2 plays here.
Their pass offense, 161 yards a game on average coming into this one, fellas, was last in Conference USA because they simply didn't need to throw it a lot. Now they've got to.
That's the key, yeah. Now it's not that they've got to. They're only down 1 score, but they feel like they've got to, Barry.
That's a good point. In for Elijah Davis at the defensive end for the Trojans is Jabril McNeil. End sweep to Lando, brings it up across the 45-yard line to the 48. Gain of 5 for Christian Lando, big rangy back. Stringer was there to hold him 2.5 yards short of first down yardage on 3rd down.
How do you have the confidence to run the ball on a 3rd down play?
3 men front for the Trojans and 3 linebackers up. Tight end motion across. Creel wants to throw, steps up, tries to belly to the outside, fakes a throw. He's not going to get there. Back at the 45-yard line, the Trojans put him down. That's an awfully good play for Jamal Williams, the bandit out of Carver Ranches, Florida.
Good job by J-Rock to get wide and force him back inside where the pursuit was. And Troy, Chris, we got our answer. They weren't confident on 3rd down and 3. They try to throw the ball, and Troy gets them off the field.
Yeah, you gave up the initial first down, but great adjustments there. And again, we're not getting beat behind us if you look at it there. And let's see if we hold here. Just make sure we don't jump here. Keep them close to first down if we jump on this punt.
Gavin Wimsatt is the backup quarterback. He's one of the up men. He threw it earlier. This time the snap goes back to Donaghy, and he will kick it into the 12-yard line where the fair catch is conducted by Peyton Higgins, and the Trojans will have it 1st and 10 with a 13-7 advantage with 12:42 here in the second quarter. Again, Crowder with 2 bad ankles, likely done for the day. Here comes Tucker Gilcrease.
Well, tip your hat to that defense, Barry.
Yep.
Jacksonville State gets the last possession of the first half, the first possession of the second half, and Troy gives them nothing.
Not good field position for the Trojans. Lovett is the running back with Gilcrease. The left halfback, as it were, is the tight end Jackson Worley. Gilcrease wants to throw. Here comes pressure. He'll take it himself. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe lose a half a yard. Emmanuel Oyabanajo makes the stop for no gain at the 12.
Well, they brought pressure on first down, expecting a pass. Troy was trying to throw the ball. That's a quick recognition by Tucker Gilcrease to tuck it and avoid a loss.
2nd down 10. Ra Thomas, Peyton Higgins to the right. Right out to the left is Epps. Handoff here goes to Lovett. Trying to spin off one guy, can't do it. That's good gang tackling by the Gamecocks, and again, that'll be no gain. Trying to spin off the tackler, and they held him up just enough for the pursuit to get here. And it's now 3rd and 10 for the Trojans. The offensive line so far has done a job. Gilcrease in a passing situation at the 12-yard line. 3 receivers and a tight end. Here comes a twist. Troy picks it up. Gilcrease takes it himself, makes a man miss, sprints to the outside. He'll go down right at the line of scrimmage. Good open field tackle by the safety Mark Woods. Troy snaps it 3 times, doesn't advance it an inch, and will have to call upon Evan Crenshaw to punt it away.
Well, the protection was there. You can't, not going to be able to hold them off that long. Tucker looked into a lot of coverage, decided not to throw. And as you said, Troy static on 3 downs.
Caleb Nix out of Phoenix City, Alabama. Back deep, the Clemson transfer at his 46 to accept the punt from Crenshaw, which will be his 3rd of the night. This one's a good one. Fair catch called for by Nix at his own 44-yard line as we take a timeout. 10:51 in the 3rd. Each team's had it once. Nothing's happened on the scoreboard. It's still Troy 13, Jacksonville State 7 in the 3rd quarter. Let's take a local timeout on the Troy Sports Media Network.
Has your AC system struggled heating and cooling all year? Call United. They service and repair all brands and offer financing and maintenance plans.
Have slow or clogged drains, a leaky faucet, or breakers that keep tripping? Team up with United for all your home's needs.
Call United. They are #1 in the River region for a reason.
Score a touchdown when you call United at 262-0247. Visit unitedheating.net and like us on Facebook. Go Trojans.
AL certification number 84560.
It's football season, and like us, we know you're not going to miss any of it. Unlike some insurance providers, at Stark Agency, we never drop the ball. You can find us in the end zone with our 20-plus top-rated insurance companies to choose from. Assuring your home, auto, and life insurance is everything you expect and more. Stark Agency is an independent agency that tailors coverage to meet your specific insurance needs. With Stark Agency, you're bound to score a touchdown. So call us today at 334-263-5535 or visit our website at starkagency.com.
10:51 to go in the 3rd quarter of play. Both offenses, both for Jacksonville State and Troy, unable to do anything on their first series. Field position right now, though, does belong to the Gamecocks. They'll take over possession here at their own 44-yard line. 13-7 in favor of the Trojans as the Troy defense comes out for the 2nd time in the half. Chris not able to move it there now, so field position in a close game is always important. Right now, advantage Jacksonville State. Important that the Trojans get them stopped here to give us a chance to regain that field position.
Yeah, I agree with you right there, too. But the best starting field position Jack State's had in this football game to start a drive here. And look, they're just trying to hang in there. They know their offense has been pretty much controlled by the Troy defense. But at the same time, they know they're only 1 score away from being back in the lead in this game right now. So, again, it's imperative right now. Kind of an early chess match here in the 2nd half, Jerry, between these two defenses. Now let's see what adjustments offensively will be made first. And first up to do that will be Jack State and their offense.
Boy, in a close game like this, Barry, where field position is so important, that critical turnover number, Troy up 1 in the turnover battle here. It would be a great time to add to that total right here.
And how close has it been? Well, here, 4 minutes into the 3rd quarter, Jacksonville State has 137 yards of offense. Troy has 136. It has not been an offensive showcase. Caden Creel, the quarterback. Christian Lando will be his running back here on this possession, which begins at Jack State's own 44-yard line.
And you think about it, Barry, both teams missing one of their offensive stars. Goose Crowder really just unable to do for us, and Cam Cook out for them.
Here's a naked bootleg right side, and Creel gets slowed down. What a play by the Trojans. Big play on a naked bootleg. And he gets sacked.
It's a great
Big
job
play.
by Perry, man.
Jordan Perry, the spear who plays behind Devin Lafayette all the way back to the 35.
I mean, he took a direct route to him and got there.
Creel, on a naked bootleg, tried to slide around Perry, who would have none of it. Second down, running back Lando through the initial line. He's got the 45-yard line, making up the yardage lost before on a gain of 10. David Daniel Sisavon, the free safety, stops him for Troy. It'll be third down and 8 inside of 10 minutes in the third. Troy leading it by 6. Creel in a passing situation. Quick drop, throw over the middle. That's a catch again. Doug Johnson. He tucked down short of the first down, though.
Yeah, he went
a little slide on a slant.
I don't think they'll punt here by any stretch.
Well, they gave him the first down.
Wait a minute.
Oh, my gosh, no.
That was a whole yard short.
46-yard line. That's a gain of 9. They'll give him the first down. Boy, I don't know about that. Let me take a look. I thought he was short by a yard.
I thought he was an easy full yard short.
So first and 10 in Troy territory at the 46-yard line, Jack State. Hand up this time to the big running back, Andrew Paul, for a yard. Up the middle, Paul is the biggest guy they got, a Georgia transfer, a redshirt junior from Fort Worth. He's only run for 115 yards this year, and he's good for almost 2 to the 44. Play made by Jabril McNeil for the Trojans. Trojans need another turnover. Paul is out. New running back in for JSU, one of the young ones. They'll give it away to him up the middle. He'll get close to the first down. Now on second effort, he's got it to the 35-yard line. That is Justice Savage, a redshirt freshman from Atlanta, to pick up the first down to the 35. Gain of 9. Play made by Sisavon for Troy. First down, JSU, nearing 8 minutes to go. That's their second first down of the drive, which began at their own 44. Double tight end set. The running back again is Savage, skittering to the outside, trying to belly past Jordan Stringer, and you know how that usually goes. He puts him down after a gain of 1.5 yards.
Jordan just flying to the football, got there, grabbed him around the ankles, and tugged him straight to the ground.
Second and 8. Now they go to another running back in the lineup as they will sub in Lucas Farrington. They'll give it on an end around to the outside. This is Johnson, nothing. Yeah, they'll lose a yard, as a matter of fact. Back to the 34-yard line. Nice play by Lafayette.
Yeah, do not fool Devin Lafayette there on the end around. He got there and sets up a third and long.
And they've played about 4 different running backs. None of them is Cam Cook. The guy in there now, Lucas Farrington's a true freshman.
You need to get them here on third down, force fourth down. I think they'll go for it anyway, but you'd love for them to have to try to convert and not have a field goal opportunity.
6:54 in the third. Troy 13, Jack State 7. DeAndre Johnson set up to the right side. Creel will look left, throw left, catch. No, knocked out. Oh, that's a big hit. Devin Lafayette, he laid it on the intended receiver, Dylan Gentry. It would have been short of the sticks anyway. But boy, he paid for the contact.
Well, in a field position kind of game, I didn't know if they might try to punt this one, but they're going to go for it on fourth.
It'll be a field goal try for Garrison Ripa, whose season high is 52. This will be from 51 for Ripa, who is 20 of 27 this year in field goals. From 51. I think it's got the distance, and he gets it.
That's a big-time kick right there.
Garrison Ripa, the left-footer, who had the walk-off field goal his freshman year in New Orleans against Louisiana to win it, gets one for Jack State to cut the lead to 3. 6:35 left in the third. A new score in Montgomery. Troy 13, Jack State 10. Now another timeout for our local stations on the Troy Sports Media Network.
Hi, this is Melinda from Life South. Did you know that Life South is your community blood center? Did you know that when you donate with Life South, your donation stays right here at home? Every 2 to 3 seconds, someone in the U.S. needs blood. You can make a difference this year and do something amazing. You could save the life of a friend, a family member, or even a coworker. To find out more about how you can host a blood drive or donate with Life South, visit our website, www.lifesouth.org. Do something amazing. Donate with Life South Community Blood Centers today.
Beasley Allen is proud to support the Troy Trojans. Beasley Allen has been helping those who need it most since 1979. This applies to the clients they serve, but also to the community. The firm is involved in a wide variety of service projects that touch the lives of individuals in several locations, including the River region. Visit them online at BeasleyAllen.com or follow them on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of the legal services performed by other lawyers.
Ready to accelerate your business growth? C-Spire gives you the right technology for the job, backed by certified IT engineers and dedicated 24/7 support. Learn more at cspire.com. C-Spire, customer inspired. Trojans 13, Gamecocks 10, 6:35 in the third as we pause here 10 seconds for station identification along the Troy Sports Media Network.
This is Troy head football coach Jared Parker, and you're listening to WTXK, Montgomery, ESPN, The Ticket.
Broadcasting from the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl at Crampton Bowl in Montgomery, Alabama. With Jerry Miller, I'm Barry McKnight. Chris Blackshear on the sidelines. Our spotter up here is Bob Templin, and our broadcast producer is Scott Hageman. Jacksonville State has cut Troy's lead in half on a 52-yard field goal, 51-yard field goal officially, from Garrison Ripa to finish off a 9-play drive that went 22 yards with 2 first downs. It is a ball game. It has been from the start. 13-10 Trojans, 6:35 in the third. This one can go either way still.
Well, that was a good job there getting 3 points out of that drive. I really thought they would play the field position game or just go for it outright instead of trying a 50-plus yard field goal, but they got it through. Makes it a one-score field goal game here. So, Chris, that really swings the importance of this drive for the Trojans to get something going, to try to root it out and not let them continue to have that good field position.
It is 2 first points for Jack State since the opening drive of this football game, but they did that off field position. You know, we were backed up with horrible field position, and they took the ball about their own 45-yard line, only moved it 22 yards, converted it, and hey, we thought offenses would be the story. It's turned into a good old December defensive battle.
Ripa kicks it left to right to the near side, collecting at the 1. Here comes DJ Epps for Troy, 15-yard line. Has room to the outside 20, 25, 30, a foot race to the 40. He's to the 50-yard line. They're giving chase 40, 30, 25, still on his feet to the 20-yard line and down. Huge play in special teams, and the Trojans are in business inside the red zone.
Well, it bit them there. They were trying to kick it a little short, make Troy return it, but 4-3-1 makes them pay. Great burst up the sideline, and you mentioned it, Barry. Sometimes in a close game like this, that's a defensive struggle. It is a special teams play that makes the difference, and Chris Troy set up now with a great opportunity.
64-yard kickoff return. Well, let's check it. We're going to check the numbers.
It went from the 1,
Yeah, it's actually 78 yards. It's at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, Troy leading by 3. Gilcrease and the Trojans have got to make this one sting. Delay, handoff, and love it on the mesh play. Stumbles against Gilcrease. and may have lost a yard. Back to the 21. That was not cleanly delivered.
Yeah, it looked like Tucker was trying to hold the belly a little too long, and they just collided, and Lovett loses his footing and goes down for a half-yard loss.
Inside of 6 minutes to go, 2nd and 11. Gilcrease, 6 of 9 throwing the football for 68 yards. Fakes the handoff, takes it himself, steps up under pressure, now rolls right and goes out of bounds right at the original yard line at the 20. Shoved out over there by the middle linebacker, Max Sanders. Gain of 1, 3rd and 10 coming up for Troy. Trojans have had the ball for 2 possessions here in the 3rd quarter and have not picked up a yard yet.
Last possession of the first half in this same situation, Troy was very conservative, ran the ball, took the 3. Let's see how they call it here.
Ra Thomas splits out wide left. In the slot is Epps. Also watch out for Ethan Connor. Split inside the numbers to the right side. Motion across by Epps. Gilcrease to throw. Time under trouble. He'll go down.
That's what you couldn't do there, because now that makes that field goal extra long.
Back to the 31-yard line. Loss of 11. Shane, Peyton Hodges, and Quay Hood combined to sack Tucker Gilcrease. 2nd sack of the night for Jacksonville State.
He's going to wish he had that one back. Ethan Connor broke open right down the seam. If he'd have just threw it to him there, you'd have had 6 points walking into the end zone.
Instead, it'll be a 39-yard, actually a 49-yard field goal try for Scott Taylor Renfro to try to get the 3 points back. The snap is away. The kick has the distance. No, it is short. And the Trojans cannot do a thing with the long kickoff return. They come up empty on the missed field goal, and the lead is still 3 with 4:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. Troy 13, Jacksonville State 10. Let's take a timeout on the Troy Sports Media Network.
At Guardian Credit Union, we believe that banking should be personal, just like the relationships we build with members. Imagine a place where you're not just a credit score, but a valued part of our community. At Guardian, our dedicated team takes the time to listen, understand, and tailor financial solutions that fit your unique needs. From buying a car to saving for college and even starting a small business, we've got you covered. Come experience the Guardian difference and let's achieve your financial goals together. Guardian Credit Union, where you belong. Federally insured by NCUA.
Attention business owners, are you ready to supercharge your visibility? Tri-State Graphics is a premier commercial printer with graphic designers on staff who specialize in creating stunning signs, impactful vehicle graphics, and attention-grabbing decals. Their yard signs and banners are designed to stand out and drive traffic to your business fast. They can design, print, and install all under one roof, ensuring your project is completed to your exact specifications. Visit Tri-State Graphics today on Hartford Highway or online at tristate-graphics.com.
We pointed out in the last game in Harrisonburg for the Sun Belt Championship that the Troy Trojans were able to conjure up 2 takeaways in the second half against James Madison and couldn't take advantage of either. With Troy up 3 here in the 3rd quarter, DJ Epps rips off a 79-yard kickoff return to the 20. The Trojans take a sack back at the 31-yard line, and Scott Taylor Renfro comes up short from 49 yards out. Trojans cannot take advantage of that particular good break, and it's still just 13-10 Troy with 4:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. Chris, the defense has been playing as well as they possibly can. The offense has taken a little step back here in the second half.
They have, and I think a lot of that has to do too, Jerry, with talking about it coming into this game, just the lack of depth and how we've got an offensive line that's just patchwork. So our quarterbacks are going to have to be, from a timing perspective, what you're used to having in that pocket. You're going to have to subtract off that a little bit, because on that play, again, not only did he miss Ethan coming open down the middle, you got to be a split second earlier. Hey, just live, throw it away for the next play, and move on, because you probably cost 3 points with that big sack. But give credit to Jack State's defense. We talk about how well our offense has been inside the red zone this year and how good our defense has been once opposing offenses have gotten in the red zone. Jack State's been just that tonight themselves.
31-yard line after the miss. Jack State takes it left to right. Hand off to the running back, Andrew Paul, running hard to the 34-yard line. That's an advance of 3 for the big running back before T.J. Thompson, the weak side linebacker, can lay a hat on him. 2nd and 7. Only touchdown for the Trojans came on a fumble recovery in the end zone. The offense has had some difficulties. Creel has time, loads up, throws downfield, single coverage, and he overthrows DeAndre Johnson at the 40-yard line. Pretty good coverage down there by Jacquez White, who has been on an island a couple of times against the big receiver at 6'6". And Jacquez has done okay for himself.
Comes up a little gimpy, too. He's going to have to come out.
3rd down conversion, 3rd and 7 for Jack State, who is 3 of 9 on 3rd down tries this evening. 3:38 in the 3rd, Troy by 3.
Well, somebody please find the wide receiver, DeAndre Johnson. He has been a tough cover for us tonight.
6'8". Creel straight drop. Here comes blitz pressure. Rolls to the outside. Looks to throw on the run upfield. There's a catch by Johnson. He's got the 41-yard line and down of Troy. That's a gain of 25 yards on a straight-out scramble for Creel and a 1st down. Down in the arms of Levine.
Just a bad pursuit angle there by Jabril McNeil.
1st down. And the pass to the flat is incomplete to Petway. 2nd down.
And what that completion does, you have a chance to retake the field position, but that gets them up. Even if you get them stopped here, you're going to be pinned back.
And it's just hard. Not many people, unless you put somebody on your shoulders, can cover somebody 6'8", just standing there, and he is legit all of 6'8", and then some.
Back to either side of the quarterback, Creel. He fakes inside, gets the outside corner to the 45 and out of bounds near boundary. He faked the inside give to Savage, the freshman. He got outside, broke containment to the 35-yard line, pickup of 6. Poe had to shove him out.
Well, he did a good job with the fake and eluded the tackler that would have had him at the line of scrimmage. Again, a 3rd down.
Another 3rd down conversion. Looking for their second 1st down of this possession. They're down 3. Caden Creel will change the play, relays it to his center, Lucas Mroczkowski. And now he's ready to go. Harrington, the running back, straight drop by Creel, throws downfield into single coverage, incomplete. And then the Trojans may have gotten tangled up over there with the wide receiver, Gabe Glover, on a post route. No flag coming. Jacquez White was there, and now it's 4th down.
Coach Kelly not happy, and I think he's got a little bit of an argument there, and a flag will be thrown. If that's on the sideline, that could be huge.
They said they give him a sideline warning. Depends on what level of area code he was discussing with the official. If it's just a sideline warning.
After the play is over, unsportsmanlike conduct, Jacksonville State's head coach, 15-yard penalty, 4th down.
Nah, he gave him the good old zip code there and area code. And it backs him up 15 yards.
Yep.
He is still going strong here. The get-back coach has got his hands full here.
Charles Kelly thought there was a interference call on the post route of the 5-yard line to Glover, defended by Jacquez White. And Kelly cost his team 15 yards and valuable field position. All the way back to the 50-yard line, where again Donaghy will punt to Peyton Higgins at 2:17 in the 3rd. Donaghy has to get it away quickly. It's a low bouncer away from Higgins. It'll take a Jack State roll near the 15-yard line. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10 at the 16 with a grumpy bunch of JSU fans, which I'm not against. 2:11 left in the third. Troy 13, Jacks State 10.
I think, Jerry, you got to be that 15-yard penalty right now, you got to make sure you move the ball here and get a couple first downs, because that can still motivate your defense and your team, almost like a coach taking a technical in basketball as well, too. So you got to take that momentum away from them.
I don't blame Kelly for doing what he did, and I think you're right. It could serve as momentum.
16-yard line, snap back to Gilcrease. Time, throw, catch, rah at the 25-yard line. We'll say knee down near the 24. It's a gain of 8, 2nd down.
Let's do a little more of that. Maybe get it out of your hands a little quicker. But I think between Ra Thomas and Ethan Connor, that's a big target for you in the seam pass game. I think that's available.
Well, let's just say the nose of the football is touching the 25, so it's 2nd down and a yard for the Trojans. Wide receivers are close to the center of the line. Gilcrease swings it out to the right side to Lovett. Lovett skirts a tackler, dives ahead, 1st down. Not by much, but it's enough. It'll serve. It's to the 27-yard line on 2nd and 1. That's a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
I thought Troy might tempo here. They did that in the 2nd quarter, you remember, with some success. After moving the chains, they would keep the same personnel out there, but they substitute here and get the play called on 1st down.
The 1st down for the Trojans is their 9th of the game. 13-10 lead, exactly a minute to go in the 3rd quarter here in Montgomery. Gilcrease in relief of Crowder. Takes a deep drop. Time, loads, throws. It's intercepted at the 46-yard line. Tried to find Trey Taylor. Tried to get it over the linebacker, and he didn't do it. And there's Troy's first takeaway. Interception by linebacker Ian Mitchell at the 47-yard line, 48-yard line. Tucker's made a couple of mental errors, taking the sack earlier and throwing the interception here with less than a minute to go.
It's just a bad throw by Tucker. He's better than that. I had the receiver open, Chris, but just flattened the throw, and they were able to pick it out of the air.
Yeah, he underthrew him by 10 yards. He would have been a perfect throw to get it in between 4 red jerseys, but he was open, but not what we needed offensively.
Troy, 47-yard line, an opportunity for Jack State. They're going to try a throwback. Wide receiver looking to throw it downfield, launches it downfield into coverage, and it's incomplete. They swung it out along the lateral to the wide receiver for Jacksonville State. That is Cade Cunningham, who's a backup quarterback. He threw it downfield, but Sissivon was there on a ball that really wasn't all that competitive. 2nd down. 40 seconds left in the 3rd. Troy 13-10. Caden Creel waits at the 47-yard line, gives it away to the running back. Big hit at the 45-yard line by Stephen Catledge to stone the young running back for Jacksonville State, Lucas Farrington. A gain of a couple, now 3rd and 8. Each team has a turnover. Jack State just got a big one there. They stack a couple of wide receivers, one behind each other, and there's going to be movement along the front for Jack State.
There's no question the right tackle moved. Let's see if they make sure they don't rule that he was drawn off by us in the neutral zone.
Let's see. Here's the call.
Offside. Defense, number 11, entering the neutral zone, causing the offense to react. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
That's all. We're going to give the Jack State coaching staff a makeup call on that one, by far.
That was a 3rd and 8 that now has turned into a 3rd and 5. Actually a 3rd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Well, it changes their mindset, too. They're going to let the quarter run out before they run this 3rd down play.
Trojans have a lead after 3 quarters of the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl in Montgomery. On to the 4th. It's the Trojans 13 and the Gamecocks 10 on the Troy Sports Media Network.
When you're a Trojan, you know what it means to stand strong and work hard. When it comes to banking, you deserve that same commitment. That's where Troy Bank and Trust comes in. From checking accounts to investment accounts to loans, Troy Bank and Trust has been supporting Troy University and its students for generations. With 13 branches, we're local, dedicated, and we're just as invested in your success as you are. For every financial need along life's journey, rely on us. Today, tomorrow, and always, the only bank you'll ever need. Troy Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey folks, Bob Baumhauer here. We're extremely proud that Baumhauer's Victory Grill has been serving Alabama for 43 legendary years. Our motto is legendary fun, legendary food, and we strive to make every dining experience a special one for all of our guests. Our menu features delicious, always fresh and scratch-made in-house recipes. And of course, our award-winning wings and sauces. And don't forget, our happy hour and halftime daily specials cannot be beat. Baumhauer's Victory Grill. Legendary fun, legendary food.
In Montgomery, we go to the fourth quarter. The Salute to Veterans Bowl here in Montgomery, Alabama. Troy and Jacksonville State. Troy up 13-10 as we go to the fourth quarter. Let's take a look quickly at the numbers through three. 47 plays for Jacksonville State, 195 yards. They passed for 145, rushed for 50. Troy's won 42 plays for 136 yards. They have passed for 90 and rushed for 46. 11 first downs for Jack State, 9 for the Trojans. Troy 2 of 9 on third down. Jack State 4 of 11. Both teams unsuccessful on their only fourth down attempt. Time of possession slightly to the Trojans, 23-45 to 20-45. Each team has turned it over. Troy's led to a touchdown. Jacksonville State remains to be seen what they do with their turnovers. They have a third down coming. Defensively, 5 tackles for loss for Jack State, including 2 sacks. Troy, 6 tackles for loss, including 4 sacks. Creel, the quarterback for Jack State, 13 of 19, 145 yards and a touchdown. Lando, the leading rusher, 7 carries, 38 yards. DeAndre Johnson's been their best weapon. The tall wide receiver, 5 catches, 73 yards for him. Rex Steiner has their only touchdown. That came on a 22-yard touchdown pass. For Troy, Tucker Gilcrease, 8 of 12, 79 yards. Goose Crowder in limited action, 3 of 6, 13 yards passing. Jordan Lovett, 22 yards on 8 carries. Goose Crowder, 20 yards on 2 carries. Ra Thomas up to 4 catches now for a total of 39 yards. Epps and Connor and Lovett all have 2 receptions.
Those numbers by Ra, that encompasses more than a third of Troy's entire receiving yardage. Here we go. Jacksonville State trailing in the fourth, 13-10. JSU on 3rd and 3 from the Troy 40-yard line, now working right to left.
And what that penalty does, Barry, it probably puts them in 4-down territory. And even from where they are, they've got a shot at a long field goal. But even if they don't get the first down here, I would expect them to keep the offense out on the field.
The penalty was against Elijah Davis for going into the neutral zone and forcing offensive line movement. So instead of 3rd and 8, it's now 3rd and 3 at the Troy 40. They're down 3. Caden Creel motions a man into the center of the field. That's the tight end. Creel will roll it to the right side, take it himself. And it looks as though on second effort he's got the first down. Still moving the pile. Now he's near the 32-yard line.
That was
got a little push over there and a first down.
That was a well-designed play. They put the wide receiver in motion, but he goes just far enough to crack on the defensive end, and that gave the opening.
Defense.
Man down for the Trojans over there near the 30-yard line.
David Daniel Cisvanos, who's down right now.
Yeah, he's
holding his shoulder.
Yeah, he's up and he's walking off, but he is holding his left shoulder as he comes out. Looks like Rondell Carter will be in his place.
Well, that gets the first down, gets them into field goal territory. Now for the Trojan defense, you want to hold them to that field goal attempt. Cannot give up the lead here.
So Cisvana is out. 1st and 10, Jacksonville State officially. They've changed the line of scrimmage from the 35. They've given it to the 33 now. On a gain of 7 on the keeper for Creel. Running back is Farrington. Sidecar left to the Jack State quarterback. Farrington gets the call, gets a seam to the right side. Good yardage across the 30. Wrestled down after a gain of 5 to the 28-yard line. Justin Poe comes up from safety to make the stop. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4. They are ahead of schedule. Farrington, a fresh back, ready to go. They'll give it to him again up the middle. He takes a hit against Stringer, and he pushes him forward a little bit. He's going to be short of the first down at the 25 by a couple of yards. It's a gain of 3. But the crowd has been very active in this one, as you might imagine, from both sides.
3rd and 1.
3rd down and a yard, a long yard at the 25.
This is going to be a little sugar huddle. They're going to run it quickly here, so you got to be ready, defensive line.
Nice. Break the huddle. Get there quickly. Creel, the quarterback. Now he'll take his time and take a look to the sideline, see how Troy lines up. Here's a quick snap. Farrington. It looks like he may have gotten it by an inch. Now his second effort gets a little bit more than that to the 22. This is all happening on the ground against a little bit of a fatigued Troy defense right now. 13 minutes to go. Troy 13, Jack State 10. Trojans fighting hard. Ken Curry gets the stop there, but not until Jacksonville State picks up their 12th first down of the game. Farrington, the 4th running back used. They haven't used Cam Cook. He's not available. Toss sweep to the right side. Farrington steps through a tackle and gets a yard. Trojans might have had him in the backfield. Instead, he steps through one man. Play made by Jamal Williams at the 21-yard line. Gain of 1. Well within Garrison Ripa's range. He is already hit from 51 here in the half. Troy leads it by 3. Second down, Gamecocks, and 9 to get. Working right to left. Delay to Farrington, and he stumbles. Nothing there. May have lost a yard. Farrington trying to put a foot into the ground to give himself leverage, and the foot just slipped right out.
We've seen that a couple of times. He wasn't going anywhere, though. Catlett was right there to stone him regardless.
May have saved him a little physical discomfort. 3rd down, 9. Trojans defense needs to come up strong. Wide gaps along the 3 defensive linemen. Jamal Williams will move from a bandit into the A gap as a down lineman. There are 4 men down for Troy. Creel hands it away to the running back. Farrington through a tackle at the 15. He's got the first down to the 10. Now to the 9-yard line. A gain of 12. Lucas Farrington and a 1st and goal coming up.
Oh, that hurts. You let him get that first down on a rush play.
1st and goal. Gamecocks at the 9.
9-yard line. New running back in for Jacksonville State is Justice Savage. Jack State trying to take the lead back. They haven't had it since the first quarter. This is Savage up the middle. Big hole to the 5, moving to the 4, fighting to the 3, now to the 1-yard line. Trojans hold him out. Gain of 8 for Justice Savage, and the Troy defense looks bone weary right now. Poe saves the touchdown for the Trojans, the safety out of Mobile. 2nd down and goal from the 1 for Jack State. Again, a little sugar huddle. They'll sprint 2 receivers out of the huddle.
Got the big
wide to the right.
Look for him to get it.
220-pound Andrew Paul. He'll get the direct snap. Goes to the left side, bounces out, goes into the end zone untouched. They snap it directly to Andrew Paul, and he takes it in for his 3rd touchdown of the season. And Jacksonville State has their first lead since the first quarter. At 16-13, they have outscored Troy 9-0 here in the second half. This By the way, it's a pretty big extra point from Garrison Ripa. And he delivers. Jack State. They end up with an 11-play drive to take the lead. 10:06 in the fourth in Montgomery. Your new score, Jacksonville State 17 and Troy 13. This is Troy football from the Troy Sports Media Network.
It takes more than ambition to make a difference. It takes something real. It takes real work, breakthroughs and push-throughs. It takes real vision that shapes leaders and real support that empowers you in all ways to spark change, to build legacies, to make a real difference. Troy University. Always real, always Troy. Troy.edu.
The city of Troy warmly welcomes you to Troy University Trojan football. The city of Troy is proud to support head football coach Jared Parker and the Troy Trojans football team. You're always welcome in the city of Troy, and go Trojans.
If you're in the market for a new tractor or mower, come see us at Sun South. With 21 convenient locations in the Southeast, we'll help you find the right equipment to meet your needs, including a great selection of quality John Deere tractors, mowers, and implements. And when it's time for parts and service to keep your equipment performing its best, our team at Sun South is here to help. Come see us at Sun South or check us out online at sunsouth.com. Sun South, equipment for those that do. Proud sponsors of Troy Athletics.
The IS4S Salute the Veterans Bowl and the Crampton Bowl in Montgomery, Alabama. 10 minutes, 6 seconds remaining in the ball game. Things have got interesting for the Trojans as they fall behind for the first time since early in the football game. 17-13. Been outscored 10-0 here, Jerry Miller, in the second half by the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. Jerry Miller's up top, Bob Tiplin, Barry McKnight, Chris Blackshear down on the sideline. Jerry, it is imperative the offense finds some type of momentum. Even the last time the score, we had the big kickoff return. That went for nothing. We missed the field goal as well, too. So somehow somebody's got to find a spark for our offense here to give us a chance, because now it's not just a chance of playing field position and punting the ball away and let your defense do it for you. You're behind, and now you got to have a touchdown being down by 4.
Yeah, and they're capable, but got to find some rhythm. Offensively, we just haven't been able to find any rhythm so far here in the second half. The best opportunity we had was on the Epps return. We weren't able to get anything done there, but you're down to it now, Barry. Offense has got to find something. Can't make excuses. We got to find a way to get points on the board.
Difference here in the second half. Jacksonville State gets the big interception of Tucker Kilcrease, and they take it 47 yards in 11 plays to take the lead. At the goal line, Ripa's kick is fielded by DJ Epps. Epps to the 25, steps through a tackle, almost got through into open field. They tug the dock down at the 33-yard line, where the Trojans have an absolutely imperative possession coming up here inside of 10 minutes to go.
And you don't have to abandon the run. You can still run the ball, but you put yourself in a position where, and we knew it was going to be tough for this offense to sustain drives. I mean, we haven't had very many chunk plays, but we're going to have to find some here in this drive.
The running back is Dennis Palmer. The quarterback is Tucker Kilcrease. 3 men front for Jack State. Kilcrease hands it away to Palmer to the left side. Good yardage, 40-41, near the first down marker at the 43, and that'll be a first down run of 10 yards for Dennis Palmer before Thaxton Gallagher, the linebacker, can yank him down.
A little speed sweep worked a couple of times. I don't mind going back to that.
Palmer will get the call again up the middle. Burrows into the 48-yard line, right up the gut. 5-yard gain for Palmer, running hard. Osteen stops him for the Gamecocks. 17-13, Jack State in the fourth. Second down, Trojan scrimmage with 6 to get. From their own 48-yard line, Gilcrease calls for the ball. Palmer again left side. Makes a man miss nicely. First down to the 44-yard line. Gain for Dennis Palmer of 7 yards. Gallagher has to make the stop, and all of a sudden, Dennis Palmer, who'd only played in one game all year long, Jerry, he's got the hot hand right now.
Yeah, bounced out again there. Good job of getting north and south, too. After he got a little separation, put his foot in the ground and went forward.
All on the left hash mark, wide side's the right, where Epps and Higgins are stationed. Thomas to the left on the short side. He'll play fake. Nice job by Palmer to pick up the blitz. Gilcrease will run it himself, step out of bounds up the left sidelines to the 43-yard line. And let's say no gain. They'll put it to 44. Mark Woods ran him out. 2nd and 10. Would have been a sack. They sent a cornerback, but Palmer stuck his nose in there in pass pro and saved the play. 2nd and 10. 8 minutes left. Troy down 4. 5 men up front, including a linebacker for Jack State. They'll rush 6. Gilcrease throws under pressure. Throw, catch. That's Rara. He's across the first down marker, shoving through across to the 31-yard line. Gain of 10. Play made by Mark Woods, but again, another tough catch with strong hands for Ra Thomas to move the sticks.
It was a wobbly throw, but he locks down on it and tucks it in for a big first down.
17-13, Trojans trail halfway through the fourth quarter here in Montgomery. 1st and 10 for the Trojans. That is their 12th first down, 14 recorded by Jack State. Empty backfield for Gilcrease.
Got the big lineman out here on the right.
That's right. That's Townsend. Instead, it'll be Gilcrease on a quarterback draw. Drops a knee at the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 3. Yeah, they had Trajan Townsend, the 6'6" tackle. Wide out to the right side, holding his hands up. He wanted the ball.
I don't think there was no chance he was going to get the ball there. That was a little bit of subterfuge, and Trojans get plus yards on first down.
Call it the 27-yard line. We're at 2nd and 6. Gilcrease and the Trojans trying to drive here late. Palmer up the middle. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Dennis Palmer, 5'10", 196, sophomore transfer from Bethune-Cookman. Pulled down by Shane Peyton Hodges. On the 27-yard line, big 3rd and 6 coming up. Troy will snap it with less than 6 minutes to go. Trying to make up a 4-point deficit. Trojans just 2 of 9 on 3rd down tries. Motion across by Higgins. Watch out for him. Sets up behind Ra Thomas to the left. Blitz pressure. Gilcrease throws. It's batted down. He was looking to get it to the left side to Higgins. Knocked down by Curtis Perry, the defensive tackle. With 5:41 to go.
The ruling on the field is an incomplete pass.
4th down and 6. Trojans 0 of 1 on 4th down tries. Really need this one. Twin receivers either way. Now Higgins will move to the right side. Here comes 4. Gilcrease throws. Catch Higgins. And a first down. Well, no. They say the knee was down. They say the knee was down at the 22-yard line.
Well, I didn't see that.
That'll be short of the first down.
Yeah, unfortunately, his knee was down. As soon as he caught his knee was down, he turned around and just tried to dive for it.
So it's at the 22-yard line. That'll be a yard short. He dove to the 20, but Chris saw that the knee was down at the 22, and the Trojans give it over on downs. We'll take a break. 5:34 to go. Jack State takes over. 1st and 10, leading here against Troy 17-13. Now this local timeout on the Troy Sports Media Network.
Beasley Allen is proud to support the Troy Trojans. Beasley Allen has been helping those who need it most since 1979. This applies to the clients they serve, but also to the community. The firm is involved in a wide variety of service projects that touch the lives of individuals in several locations, including the River region. Visit them online at BeasleyAllen.com or follow them on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of the legal services performed by other lawyers. Has your AC system struggled heating and cooling all year? Call United. They service and repair all brands and offer financing and maintenance plans.
Have slow or clogged drains, a leaky faucet, or breakers that keep tripping? Team up with United for all your home's needs.
Call United. They are #1 in the River region for a reason.
Score a touchdown when you call United at 262-0247. Visit unitedheating.net and like us on Facebook. Go Trojans.
AL certification number 84560.
United for your comfort.
Back in Montgomery, 5:34 to go in the fourth quarter. The Salute to Veterans Bowl, and it's a close one. Jacksonville State up 17-13, and a disappointing end to that drive. Troy comes up just short on a fourth down attempt. P. Higgins' knee was down, Chris, and that turns the ball over to Jack State. I certainly agree going for it there on fourth down, and maybe the only mistake P. Higgs made all year long.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, they are reviewing this. And let's, please, first time I'll ever say this to you guys, I hope I'm wrong.
I've
but
not
his
heard
knee
him
was
say
down
it.
at the 22, so they got it right. They just showed on the video board here in town, inside the stadium. Yeah, that's the first time. You got to run that route to catch the ball and move the chains. That's all that was. He just, I don't know if he slipped. I had to go back and watch the full play itself.
Maybe he was anticipating contact.
Yeah, he needed to get to the 20s. His knee actually touched down at the 22-yard line. So really wasn't even close to where he needed to be.
Here's the call from referee Rich Edwards.
After review, the ruling on the field is upheld. First and 10, Jacksonville State.
No surprise, gentlemen. Now the Trojans are up against it a bit.
Well, now you put some confidence in your defense, because the offense does give us a chance to flip that field position and get it back with a chance to still take the lead and win the game. But a tired defense has got to be effective here.
Yeah, you know what they're going to do to you right here. They're going to heavy dose of running the football, because they tell you where they think they are right now, Jerry, mentally, offensively. 3rd and 7 on that last scoring drive. They ran for 13 yards and moved the chains.
Yeah.
Running back here will be Christian Lando, the redshirt freshman, who has run for 38 yards here today. 22-yard line for Jack State, leading at 17-13, 5:34 to go. Hand off to Lando, a good solid run across the 25. Gain of 4 to the 26. Play made by Devin Lafayette, the senior spear.
And it's the little things back on that drive you look at, Jerry. If you remember, they were scrambled by Tucker. He was marked 3 yards short because he didn't dive going forward. He slid, so they mark you where you start to slide. That would have been only a 4th down and 3 going for it instead of 6. Just the little things like that are adding up negatively against our offense in this game.
2nd down and 6. Creel taking his time. Hand off to Lando, hit hard. Justin Poe came storming up from safety to stone him for no gain. Poe came in hard against the redshirt freshman and put him down quickly. Big 3rd down here, fellas.
All right, you got to stick your coverage on Johnson now, because look for something play action and maybe a shot to him. Got to stay with him. Don't bite on the play action.
DeAndre Johnson, 6'8", in a slot to the right side amongst 2 other receivers bracketed on either side. 26-yard line. Creel will roll the pocket right. Time. Now he's under pressure, and he will get thrown out of bounds.
That's huge.
They will keep the clock rolling. Stephen Cadledge makes the play. They'll spot him out at the 24-yard line. Ultimately, it's a loss of 4. And a pretty good coverage play by the Trojan secondary.
Well, it comes down to this now. Let's field this cleanly. try to get the ball back. I think this will be our last chance to try to snatch this victory from the jaws of defeat here.
Donaghy will punt for the 5th time. He's averaged 42 yards per punt so far. Waiting back at his 38-yard line for Troy, Peyton Higgins. Trying to kick it away from him. Higgins will ask for the fair catch at the 33 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. High drama in Montgomery at the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl. Jacksonville State 17 and Troy 13. Now a timeout for our local stations on the Troy Sports Media Network.
It's football season, and like us, we know you're not going to miss any of it. Unlike some insurance providers, at Stark Agency, we never drop the ball. You can find us in the end zone with our 20-plus top-rated insurance companies to choose from. Assuring your home, auto, and life insurance is everything you expect and more. Stark Agency is an independent agency that tailors coverage to meet your specific insurance needs. With Stark Agency, you're bound to score a touchdown. So call us today at 334-263-5535 or visit our website at starkagency.com.
Cohen's Electronics and Appliances reminds you to think outside of the big box stores. Big box stores come and go, but Cohen's has been serving the River region for over 65 years with the local expertise and knowledge you can trust. Cohen's delivers confidence. We do it right the first time and service what we sell. Also, with our price match guarantee, you can rest assured that not only are you getting great customer service, you're getting a great price too. So for the best price, local expertise, and service after the sale, think outside the big box. Think Cohen's.
Give your business the home field advantage with C Spire. End-to-end business solutions already serving 49 states, starting with ours. Get the technology you need today at cspire.com. C Spire, customer inspired. The season comes down to this drive for Troy. Jacksonville State 17, the Troy Trojans 13. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and the possession starts for Troy at their own 33-yard line. The Trojans haven't done much on offense. Their previous drive was their best of the second half, but after 9 plays and 45 yards, the Trojans give it over on downs when Higgins' knee was marked down 1.5 yards shy of the first down. Now the Trojans have got to have a touchdown right here, right now.
Good news is 3:30 remaining. You've got basically 4 timeouts. You've got your 3 that you're allotted, and then the 2-minute timeout. So time should not be an issue, but you can't grind it. You're going to have some chunk plays, something that have been sorely missing tonight.
There's a power set personnel out there. Fabian Rogosh at a tight end is out there, along with Jackson Worley, who is in a power back set as the right halfback for Kilcrease, and Jordan Lovett. Watch out for Raw. Split left at the numbers as Troy moves towards the end zone, hopefully successfully. To our right, Kilcrease ready to go. Here comes a blitz. He'll throw under pressure. He throws to Raw, and he overshoots him. It's intercepted. Raw had a little bit of a gap at the 32-yard line. It was over his head. Jacksonville State intercepts it. Tyron Taylor at the 32.
And the sad thing about that, Jerry, is interception goes in the Jack State sideline. The pass was to go to Jordan Lovett, had leaked down on the wheel route on our sideline. Completely bust on that by Tucker on that one. And the coaching staff, you can just tell the frustration on the sideline. It was
unsportsmanlike conduct.
Jacksonville State
against Jack
player
State.
Coming out to the middle of the field that was not participating in the game. That is his first unsportsmanlike conduct foul of the game. First down.
That was well after the play. The interception from Tyron Taylor.
Well, they were in a cover 2 situation there. That's just throwing it into some coverage, and because he was draped not only by the corner but by the safety as well.
Yeah. And the unfortunate thing was, Jordan was wide open by himself, 20 yards on our sideline, and just a miscommunication there with Tucker on that play call. Tough break.
15-yard penalty puts it back at the 17-yard line. Jacksonville State, 3:23 to go. Trojans on the first play of a drive. They had to have points. Turns it over. Now a steady dose of the run game. Into the teeth of the Trojan line goes Lando. For nothing. Well, a yard. Give him 2 yards to the 19-yard line. A generous spot. Julian Peterson stops him for Troy.
Boy, foregoes the timeout there, but I think they're going to have to take one somewhere here. If we get them stoned here, look for Troy to maybe take the timeout.
They'll be able to snap it with about 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. 2nd down and 8. Jack State leads it 17-13. Lando switches to the left side of Caden Creel, the QB. Low snap. Creel will keep it himself. Takes a big hit at the 21-yard line. Falls forward to the 22, and there's your timeout from the Trojans. After a gain of 3, Peterson again on the stop for Troy. The Trojans take a timeout at 2:37 to go. Their first of 3 left to them here, not counting the 2-minute timeout.
Well, this is essentially your ball game here. Wouldn't be 100%, but if you can get them stopped here, get the clock stopped, you'd still have basically 2 timeouts with the 2-minute timeout, but this is a huge 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd down and 6. Ball at the 21, just shy of the 22. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. Maybe the last time Jack's State will throw it this season.
I don't expect them to throw. We'll see how they play it.
3rd and 6. Creel will send Baldwin as tight end from left to right. And they'll switch Lando to the sidecar right of Creel. As now he's ready to go. Snap back. Creel does want to throw. Under pressure. Throws. That's a catch. DeAndre Johnson. He's got great yardage to midfield, and the Trojans get to him there. Big play. 29 yards. And the first down before Catledge can yank him down.
Well, that's just a quarterback with great confidence in a big target. That's an excellent play. I didn't expect him to throw it there, but I guess when you got a target like that, you might as well.
DeAndre Johnson, 6'8", 220. He's been a difference maker.
Troy, their 2nd of the half, 30 seconds. Please reset the game clock to 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah, they put 7 seconds back. Johnson, that catch is good for 28 yards. They spot him at the 49-yard line, his own 49. That's 6 catches, 101 yards for Johnson. And Jacksonville State is in the driver's seat now. 17-13. Trojans led it 13-7 at halftime and have not been able to put anything on the board in the second half. A missed field goal and 2 turnovers have greatly aided Jacksonville State's chances to win the bowl game here. Now they can run it as much as they want to. Hand off Lando, both hands clutching at the football for nothing, no gain. Trojans raking at it unsuccessfully. It's a nice play by Cam Curry to hold him up at the line. And another timeout taken here by the Trojans.
That gets all their timeouts other than the 2-minute timeout. So even if we get the ball back, we're not going to have that to fall back on.
And again, it is a 4-point game. So a field goal does you no good.
Here's where that missed opportunity, that missed field goal after the kick return really comes back to haunt us now.
Trojans back on the field defensively with Medina, Curry, Jermaine Paramore, and Jamal Williams at the line. The linebackers are Stringer and Catledge. Trojans will chase after Creel, who gets to the sideline, steps inside, and is able to push it across the 50 Over there, Lafayette was raking at the football, couldn't get it out. Creel to the 47-yard line of Troy. That's a 4-yard gain, and we come to the 2-minute timeout. Jack State trying to salt it away, leading here against Troy and Montgomery 17-13 on the Troy Sports Media Network.
Southeast Gas is a proud supporter of Troy University. You know, Trojan football means the start of cooler temperatures and falling leaves. It just comes naturally around Southeast Alabama. Now is also a great time to start thinking about convenience in your home with a natural gas water heater. When you start thinking about comfort and convenience this fall and winter, think naturally. Think natural gas and your natural choice. Southeast Gas. Go Trojans.
Alabama has a hands-free driving law, so no holding your mobile phone while making a call, no writing messages, no recording or watching videos, and use only a single button or swipe to answer a call. Hey guys, this is easy! Ever heard of a speakerphone, earbuds, the push-to-talk feature in your car? One of those phone mount thingies? Yeah, come on y'all, we can do this! Learn more about Alabama's hands-free driving law at drivesafealabama.org.
Two minutes to go in the season here at the Salute to Veterans Bowl. With timeout on the field, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Troy Sports Media Network.
This is Troy head football coach Jared Parker, and you're listening to WTXK Montgomery, ESPN The Ticket.
Our broadcast comes to you tonight from Crampton Bowl in Montgomery, Alabama, and the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl. Barry McKnight, Jerry Miller, Chris Blackshear. Your on-air crew, our spotter is Bob Templin, and Scott Hageman is producing our broadcast back in the studio. Jacksonville State 17 and the Troy Trojans 13. 2 minutes to go. Jacksonville State has the football in Troy territory at the 47-yard line. And they're going to try to dust off their best 3rd down and 6 play call and take this win home. Trojans led 13-7 at halftime, have not been able to do much at all offensively in the second half. The Troy defense exhorting the Trojan crowd over on the visitor side to make some noise, trying to disrupt Jack State on 3rd and 6. The first down would put it on ice for JSU. Pause here while the national TV cameras rejoin us all. From the Troy 47-yard line, Caden Creel turns, hands it away to the running back. No, nothing. Back to the line of scrimmage on a big play by Jordan Stringer and Lewis Medina. Maybe a half yard. Now it's 4th down and still a good, healthy 6 yards to get.
Well, expect Coach Kelly to let this run down, maybe take a timeout and then punt. It's going to leave Troy barely over a minute even on the exchange to try to have to go the length of the field.
He'll be able to snap it with about 1:14 to go. That's Jared Parker. Hands on hips across the way, just watches the time dwindle. And here comes the timeout.
Their first of the half, 30 seconds.
30-second timeout with 1:13 to go. Troy down 17-13. Trying to conjure up the second half numbers, Chris, for Troy offensively, and they're just not there.
Unfortunately, that won't take long with that. I mean, and Jerry, I mean, this is, I'm going to use your golf game here. 4-man scramble. Hey, man, it's been a bad round. I just need to make this one putt. Just one putt. And we're going to have 1:12, about 1:05 to do it here. Anything can happen. You know, again, this goes back to that missed field goal. Forced you to having to go for it down here when we were short the last possession. Yeah. Now you got to have a touchdown instead of getting in field goal range.
Well, let's see how Troy plays it here. Haven't blocked a punt all year. Wouldn't be a bad time to get the first one.
Connor Donaghy has not had a punt blocked this year. Again, he's a rugby-style punter, and he is being told without a doubt, get it off. Catch it, kick it, doesn't matter how far, just get it out of there. Left footer waits for the snap, and he does get rid of it. Racing up is Higgins for the fair catch at the 20-yard line. 1:06 to go, and the Trojans need some divine providence here.
Well, the throws have got to get down the field. They absolutely got to get beyond the first down marker, but you got to have some real big. On the blitz.
Taylor's not in right now. From the 20-yard line, Trojans' last gasp here. Gilcrease against a three-man rush. Steps up. He'll take it himself. 25-30. Takes a pop and goes out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Gain of 11 and a first down. And the clock stops with 58 seconds to go. Trojans to the line quickly.
We cannot let them get that kind of pressure with a three-man rush.
Yeah, they got three and got him out of the pocket. First and 10, Gilcrease. Straight drop, throws, batted up in the air, and it falls harmlessly to the turf. Talon Carter was able to deflect it. 54 seconds to go, second and 10. Gilcrease now 10 of 17 through the air, 97 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Troy has not had an offensive touchdown in the game. Their only 6-pointer came on a fumble recovered in the end zone. 54 seconds to go. Epps and Connor to the left. To the right, Higgins in the slot and Ra Thomas. 31-yard line, snap back. Again, a three-man rush. Gilcrease takes it himself up the middle and slides down at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 6, but the clock runs.
Cannot do that.
Troy has got to hustle. 37-yard line. We're at 34 seconds to go. Gilcrease throws over the middle. Catch by Connor. They give it to him near the 50-yard line. No, they say it skipped up to him, incomplete. 4th down and 5 for Troy. Gilcrease got it to him on a hop. Partisan Jacksonville State crowd in front of us, besieging their defense. 28 seconds to go. Jack State by 4. Here's Troy's last chance on 4th and 4 at their own 37-yard line. Tucker Gilcrease ready to go. 4-man rush, quick toss. That's Higgins. He's got the first down, trying to get out of bounds, and he does.
Well, that's just a great effort, because getting out of bounds gives you a chance to really kind of set the offense. You got 3, maybe 4 plays here. Got to get it down the field. Got to take a big bite here somewhere to give us a chance to throw into the end zone.
Gain of 6 on 4th and 4. 22 seconds to go. 1st and 10 Trojans at their own 43-yard line. At the very least, trying to get it into position where they can just crank it up and throw it into the end zone. Right side's the left. Ra to the short side. Gilcrease hit as he throws, and it's off the fingertips of Jordan Lovett at the 45. Gilcrease got it out of the pocket. It was a wobbler. He was hit as he threw, and Jordan Lovett just couldn't adjust.
Well, I appreciate the effort by Lovett, but I'm glad he didn't catch it.
Yeah.
We cannot stop the clock, so
And
that would have limited us to 1 more play at best.
And he was right in the middle of the field. That's a good observation. 17 seconds left. Jack State 17-13. Troy will snap it from their own 43-yard line. Trip receivers left. Gilcrease looks left, throws over the middle, catch to the 44-yard line of Jacksonville State, and a first down to Worley, and the Trojans really have to hurry now after a gain of 13. Gilcrease takes the snap, and he will spike it with 9. At least now on the completion to Worley, you ostensibly can throw it into the end zone and see if you can get a deflection.
Well, what I like here is some kind of boundary throw, maybe to try to get it 10 or 12 yards up the field and then have that shot into the end zone.
There's time for that, for sure. Again, we're looking habitually for Ra Thomas. To the near side, 3 to the left. Gilcrease ready. Straight drop, throws over the middle. Knocked away at the 35-yard line. Trying to find Ra, sticking a hand in is R.J. Rayner, the quarterback, with 4 seconds to go. And here
and again, we're fortunate that's incomplete. If that's complete, it's ball game. So one more shot.
4 seconds left. Trojans will flood the goal line here. Trey Taylor at 5 feet 8 is out. Troy needs the big receivers. Trojans are scrambling here with 12 on the play clock. 3 receivers to the right, including Lovett. And a timeout taken here by Jacksonville State.
Jacksonville State. Their second of the half, 30 seconds.
We'll take that timeout. That gives us a chance to kind of set things because we were not in position till late there. This gives us a chance to try to regroup. And, I mean, everybody knows what's coming, Barry.
Yep.
You just got to try to flood the zone down there, toss it up, and hope somebody can make a play.
As a matter of fact, before the timeout, as you might imagine, they had 3 Jacksonville State secondary men inside their own 10-yard line. 4 seconds left. Trojans need a miracle. Jacksonville State 17 and Troy 13. And the very last waning gasp of the 2025 season.
We've had a miracle in Murfreesboro. We need a miracle in Montgomery.
Hey, that was our second year together, gentlemen. Let's send Mr. Bob out here with a walk-off.
He deserves it. 44-yard line. Troy's in Jacksonville State territory. JSU will put 4 defensive backs inside the 5. Snap back to Gilcrease. Loading up. Here we go into the end zone. Looking, it is in the air, and it is almost caught. Jacksonville State has won it. Trojans got a tip. Diving for it was DJ Epps, and he just could not get there, in Jacksonville State has won the Salute to Veterans Bowl here tonight in Montgomery. Your final score, Jack State 17 and the Troy Trojans 13. Chris Blackshear ready to talk with Jared Parker, brought to you by Troy Bank and Trust, the only bank you'll ever need.
Yeah, Barry, give me 1 second. Let me get over here and see real quick if he's ready. I'll be right back with you.
That sounds good. We will keep an eye on Chris and let you know. Jacksonville State closes the year at 9-5. The Trojans 2025 season ends at 8-6.
All right, Barry, here we go. Coach, coming out, the defense, as long as they could, just offense just struggled at times in the second half.
Yeah, it struggled the whole second half, right? It is what it is. We didn't play well enough to finish the football game on offense, and that's the difference in the football game.
All right, Coach, thanks. And Barry, let's go to you.
All brought to you by Troy Bank and Trust, the only bank you'll ever need. A disappointing end. The Trojans had a lead in the second half and couldn't hold it. All credit to Jacksonville State. They win it 17-13 and win the bowl championship. Coming up in a moment, it's our Troy Game Day postgame show from Montgomery. Gamecocks 17, Trojans 13 on the Troy Sports Media Network.
Attention business owners, are you ready to supercharge your visibility? Tri-State Graphics is a premier commercial printer with graphic designers on staff who specialize in creating stunning signs, impactful vehicle graphics, and attention-grabbing decals. Their yard signs and banners are designed to stand out and drive traffic to your business fast. They can design, print, and install all under one roof, ensuring your project is completed to your exact specifications. Visit Tri-State Graphics today on Hartford Highway or online at tristate-graphics.com.
Tackle game day with the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
A lot of life can happen between sips of the new, refreshing taste of Dasani.
Like watching your kid score the game-winning goal right before the whistle blows. Or having a family pizza party in the backyard, just because. The new, crisp, clean taste of Dasani was made for all of life's thirst-worthy moments. Dasani, because life happens between sips.
At Guardian Credit Union, we believe that banking should be personal, just like the relationships we build with members. Imagine a place where you're not just a credit score, but a valued part of our community. At Guardian, our dedicated team takes the time to listen, understand, and tailor financial solutions that fit your unique needs. From buying a car to saving for college and even starting a small business, we've got you covered. Come experience the Guardian difference and let's achieve your financial goals together. Guardian Credit Union, where you belong. Federally insured by NCUA.
Moe's Original Barbecue on West Church Street in Troy. It's been named one of the top 10 barbecue chains in America by USA Today and the Daily Meal, and one of the top 10 rib joints in the U.S. by Relish. Moe's is open for lunch and dinner with full-service bar, multiple TVs to watch your favorite sports teams, outdoor seatings, live music, and daily specials. Moe's Original Barbecue in Troy, a proud sponsor of the Troy Trojans.
From Crampton Bowl in Montgomery, Alabama, and the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl, welcome in Trojans 1-0 to our Troy Game Day postgame show, presented by C Spire. Barry McKnight here. Troy falls to Jacksonville State 17-13 to close the year at 8-6 on the season. Jacksonville State took an early lead on their opening drive. They looked great. 9 plays, 71 yards, a 7-0 lead on a 22-yard touchdown catch by Brock Rexsnyder. Troy tied it on their only touchdown of the game. It came in the first quarter with 1:39 to go. It was a defensive touchdown on a ball that was raked out by T.J. Thompson on a sack attempt into the end zone. Luis Medina fell on it, and it was 7-7 at that point. That's the only touchdown the Trojans have. They could not muster an offensive touchdown in the game. Troy took a lead with 10:57 until halftime on a 38-yard Scott Taylor Renfro field goal, and added to the lead with 1:55 in the first half on a 30-yard field goal from Renfro to lead at 13-7 at halftime with a 6-point lead heading into intermission. But for the Trojans, that was it. 6:36 in the third quarter. Garrison Ripa connected on a 51-yard field goal for Jack State to draw the Gamecocks to within 13-10, and then a critical series of mishaps for Troy. An interception thrown by Tucker Kilcrease at the 47-yard line. Jacksonville State takes it down the field, those 47 yards, in 11 plays, and gets a 1-yard touchdown run by Andrew Paul to get the lead to 17-13 with 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Plenty of time, but Troy never could get anything going on offense, and Jacksonville State is able to bat away a Hail Mary at the horn to take the win, 17-13. In a moment, Jerry Miller takes a look at stats from this one as we continue our Troy Game Day postgame show, presented by C Spire on the Troy Sports Media Network.
Attention business owners, are you ready to supercharge your visibility? Tri-State Graphics is a premier commercial printer with graphic designers on staff who specialize in creating stunning signs, impactful vehicle graphics, and attention-grabbing decals. Their yard signs and banners are designed to stand out and drive traffic to your business fast. They can design, print, and install all under one